Ayawaso East by election no ekoso na abatoɔ no nyinaa ba wieye na 116 polling stations a wɔn ekeka nneɛma sie ni mu ɔmanfoɔ ekoto aba no owie ekenkan ye no nipa ogyina mu edema NDC amanyekuo no owura baba Jamal na ehiri edi nkan onyama dodoɔ no mu nyinaa wɔ ha mu nkyemu adiosia miensa 63% ewo total valid voter omanfoɔ eto ye no na mpanimfoɔ ɔbɔ amane se abatoɔ no bibia kɔso asomdue mu wante watime wakame penche bia amane homene so nti wo hwe fiti anopa ekosi se wode abatoɔ no ba wie ye nwumre nonum na wo hye ase se wo ye sorting na wakenkan no a obetimi akase by election ya yato no my Ghana mu aya asomdue pa ne mu aye fine ene de ekoso ewo Ayawaso East by election no emu enra na ema wonom eto ye ni nyina no baba Jamal enya emu empimudu aha nwoche empima ha nwoche ene aduowoche enan 10,884 ewo total valid vote ni nyina emu a eye wo ha mu nchemu aduosia miensa 63%. Na sesi onmonyafo na se ture mahama ya no ye Ayawaso East MP ya wo free mu no baba Jamal na beko akosi na nemu baba Ali Yusuf ejina mu ma MPP amanyekuo wonya empim enan ene nkono 4,009 votes ejina ho ma 23%. One ma aka Ibrahim Idrisu wojina mu ma LPG wonya 43 votes. Independent candidate Mohammed Umar Sanda Wonosunya 1,885 votes. Ena David Kano, our independent candidate, Enyam 104 votes. 113 polling centers in one eto abanom. One much say nipa empim edionum 50,000. Ena na one mudi ewo abatu ngumemu se o share ni musu obeto abanenso. Esan se nipa dodo no anko 16,928 pe. Ena eto ya ehunsunsanso aba ena ya boboso no na sadie wonomo eso baba Jamal ensa epeja ede kire wo manfo se wonomo kasa ato aba ehinu se wo mra hyemedwani no baba Jamal ekasaye.
Please do that. I want to thank all of them for having confidence in me and electing me as their parliamentary candidate. Or parliamentary candidate elect. Let me state that I dedicate this victory to my 93-year-old mother, Mimi, for promising to support me and ensuring that one day I'll go back to parliament. Today, her vision and wish has come true, and I thank Allah for her life, and I dedicate this victory to my mother, Mimi, and also want to thank my wife here and my family, my children, for the spirit of endurance that they've gone through since I made this project my vision to go back to parliament. I know they've gone through a lot, and I thank them for standing beside me and supporting me all this while. I want to also give special thanks to the national executives of NDC, the chairman and the general secretary. I want to also thank the regional executives of Greater Accra. Enti natural say Baba Jamal ene emrashebedwani a wato aba ayinom ewo Ayawaso East ena wote se wode na seda ema woni a ebo ni chidom no na yeto akase ne so ne awura na mrashebedwafie eno ebra won moko asetena no monyamfo Mohammed Muntaka Mubarak asonse mrashebedwani amanyeso afo esoreye na wode ani bre pa ekasa ya na wochi Alexander Afenyomakin anim ni nyina ne se Muntaka se enanu fiada mampani kwa mrashebedwam do mente bia kwoto dwa no na Alexander Afenyomakin enya simpie gina so na wode na no di nsam otu dwa no obeka se ono Muntaka ene omai bambo gina tuko no eye niema bia wosusu se eye katase hye dwurim ene proye ewo security agencies wo mu recruitment a ekoso afi no mo enti Muntaka kire se ekwan a
afanyoma kan fa so kan asam ne da wo kan asam no wo susu se wagu ne ho fi no wagu Ghana nyina so animu ase a na ni kwan se eho ene wo kan asam a etisa na wo didi se asam a wo kan so adanse bia ni ho ntim wade to first deputy speaker ye Bernard Ahiafo anim se betumi a wonche Owura Alexander Afanyoma ken enkodina privileges committee anim wono so agitu mu ekire se wodane Alexander Afanyoma ken chi ade ama privileges committee se wonto nsamfre no na contempt ya woye etia Ghana mrahye bedwafo no womra na womeyi ne ho ano na muntaka kire ne nsemu sei.
On Friday, during the State of the Nation address, the minority leader got up here. Even before then, Mr. Speaker, if you recollect, you were in the chair. On Thursday, when he started this allegation, I took the opportunity on the floor to correct him and show him and even encourage him that if he wanted information, he could write and I'll furnish him with all the details. He decided to take advantage of the State of the Nation when the whole world was listening to us to say categorically that the current internal security recruitment is scandalous. There's corruption looming. People will go to prison. He said it on this floor. And I'm saying that, Mr. Speaker, based on our standing order 31, E and F, that is contemptuous. And I'm saying that let's give him an opportunity to go to privileges where you have all the ample time. And
Enti muntaka ebo subo iwie ye no minority leader Osahene Alexander Afanyoma ken so ekire ni nsemu sei.
Minister of Interior, I am not too sure you want us to pursue this matter. I repeat, because you and I know what we know. Let the referral be made. Let there be a public hearing. Let Afanyoma ken, who these days is seen as perhaps, according to the allegation, I'm saying something which is untruthful and all that, and because of that, it is a breach of parliamentary privilege. Mr. Speaker, you have the wisdom to exercise your discretion. I will avail myself should you.
Mahama Yarega wono so eneda edom kese no ano ekantam riabo ogu so se wo mofra Afanyoma ken pa na wantumi anya danse ametai so bo a wo boye no achidia won majority for ebefa konuasa nyina so ahwese so twen ya emudo wode ebema no.
I thought that there would be a denial that a statement like that was not made, but there's no such denial except an allusion that he even knows more. Mr. Speaker, we are happy to hear them more. We want to hear it in public. Mr. Speaker, the attempt to scandalize this government will not happen because some people every week registered a scandal. They must create scandals for the NDC government. Even where there is no scandal, they want to manufacture a scandal. If indeed a minister or a senior NDC person has any interest in the company that is providing the service, we want to hear it. We want to know that minister so that we will take action against that minister. Because this president has promised that any minister who is involved in a scandal, he will remove that minister. We have records that show that.
Diakoso ewo mrahye bedwafie eno no na enra osofo wono na edi enkuta ho efri abemu Felix Kaakyire Fosu ebebo amane se appointment ahodo ya abadada no ye bra woto abawie 2024 mu emu makomako ahenmaduanan ba ko 541 empanimfo ahye se wono etwa sa appointment ni nyina mu firi se asamba ho ema sabre onmunyamfo Julius Debra a wono etimi ene mpanimfo tena asesenka wo mo enhwehwe enkratam na niam munya fine no wanya anu ye na a na esefa tanti wo mo ete committee ma wo ye nhwehwemu na committee no awie wo mo adwuma ade wo no di nsema beto empanimfo anim se appointment ni wo mo twam a wodi twa efisa wo mo mfa kwantrodo ne kwanpa so se de Ghana emra ekire no na wo mo fa nipa no adwuma nti 541 de make say wonsagu wonti ya won musu a wonyina bekoso atena fie ya wontumi enye aban adwuma ebiem. Edu gas and oven wano ena ebo ye chidom na eye adwumakuo ya wo mabene akwadare pa wo pe gas ene oven edi ujuma eye ke edu gas and oven ene be ma obie wo ma kira kwan ne mienu so ame ena aboa so enti ba bia ben wo bia sa wo topa no sa wo aduane na wo ton wo ko ke edu gas and oven ho a wo benya akade papa ya wo pe na de akwakoye wo adwuma wo madaro man mabeso momidin Edi Afia Tumwa Kaakyire me sorry so na Daybreak dwumadie ato aso ya kraw.
no atnase a ye be pekwan a oman Ghana be fa ntoma pa afia na Kaakyire mache etisen all right ohoye
kakra
bibia be fine bibia be fine anopay alaji mabey bibia be fine the maestro
Ofa
etisen
oh fa nyam ya dom ho ye
wa brabo koso
abrabo no koso na o say for allergies le
emuni enwe na wan
obodi bi we kire
da bia anopay nkomo ayi di ne ha na ye nkomo ya ka nyina
alaji tapsoba
Alaji tapsoba na anopay mi di nkomo no enti bibia be fine ba bibia wo bia no ye kai wo se ka kire onua se ya transe na fache television so na ye di nkomo efi se o social media platform no so a fache television on YouTube, fache television on TikTok, fache television on your Facebook, on the digital platform, on the satellite platform. You can always watch us here. Yen so ye wa ha ye som ye man Ghana. Ye the African proverb no be bro. The ubonkrata no said ye yen sa aka no ye be chichire mu pepepe e de amount. Se oko ayawasu Easter, Baba Jama is now the elected member of parliament. The elected member of parliament, if you look at the figures, is indicative. Say the NDC is still in control of that constituency. But to talk about oral, nipa dodo no na oral common will be sahonsem and government spokesperson and in charge of communication at the presidency, Felix Kwacho Fosu, say almost a freezy about 1.5 billion worth of assets. Near almost transfer prosecution ebekoso nti mu ana mo hwe oral anim no oral ogusu a oye djuma esese wo mo ye afenyo marking the minority leader and nay based on pronouncements bia oye wo parliament the member of parliament for the Aswase constituency, more especially the minister of interior or say asem minority leader ekan ye no wagu ne hu fin kwan bi so nti enra the first deputy speaker of Ghana's parliament, Etina Kunyemuno, Wamwa refer matter to the privileges committee. Sana 541 out of the 2,000 and more appointments are the new patriotic party a year after losing election 2024. No, committee netrans na watoto waniema nipa 541 ne de. Yes, ushemwa o my Ghana tuya wo ka enye yie nti wo nkotena fie na de yeseso wo ye no wo enye aboso kan spare parts dealers say enema na ekoso ntokwa etuo ene bombs no a ekoso ni nyina no ensesa wo niema nti nyaade a wo beto spare parts buomu anopay sankomoyi ene bebre se de ya ka kire kano bra wo ye news no ena ye de ebrebo anopay anajes
ene pie ka ho
bebre ya ka ho na alopay ye nam daybreak so edini nyina ebro ye shas here with the African proverb this morning, and the African proverb says what is famous does not last. What is famous does not last. That's our African proverb for this morning. Kaakyire.
Yes, adie bia agidi anase nipa anidi a kire pii no entena hoda sa pepepe nete empani si hwinhwima de ekososoro enti wahunu se bra wusa no enipa akese famous people a wote won mudi se womo ye niema hodo binom wo Ghana ni wiase no ebre kwa ni mo na fei womo di ayira na wonte hwe biem sa pepepe ena etie enti wodi giemu anase in your era of fame no eya hwese ubetwa sapapa bi atoho we say enei wodi a enipa pi ebedi twisen kran abedi wachi ebe hoahoa o ye besomo aduane a wode be hye wanompo obi nya enko bekasa tenase na ono a entete hye wanum bi se unchemu ho de wo din enti se wo pia bonten na wo bodi akase hwe sa celebrity we say me nuano no me ne no nanam da bia o eye na hohoaho a wo de behoaho ne ho na bisa wo ho se abra fem na sha ase ya ekofom na sika bia wonam sa fem no so enya ye sika no ekono sa nipa bebre ya won mutuduri wachi no ubehunu wo mu bie mu ana tina ya na yetaka se edom wo mani esa de wo so ntakrache se wo so ntakrache sa na yeku ha se peacock de no a obi ehu aye ne fe enti wo ye ya no asa twanani no obehwe na nkrofo de akire ade ye fe entakra na sha asese etutu na ayira akwa afei hwan ne hu a bibi ebeche no na wadi wachi enti nei enyankopon ama wudi kakra bi na wanya sika no ba obra yie tutu anamonsi yie ye bibi papa bi ato wachi ema daache na yesi ebre wo hoyi ye ni nkaso wontimi nyese de wotie enei no enkosi daapem enye danya ebedru baabi no na eniema abafom amaw enti niema ba fom ya nipa anka ne nu otu adi wachi nyina edwane kro no edien ena aka ewo wo ho a wodi enwen wo ho ekosi se nyankopon beto nsa afra wudam obra no aboatia wo awie no ena wo kọ wachi akoye nsiesi ana ye no ne ya edi bia wanya nti no wobetimi anya influential people ama wo maboa ewo asetena mu wodie wonim hye kra no fagana ha celebrities binum abrabo etoto de mekan hu yewra samajete fio ya wafiri mu yi hwekane na waye taxi driver yi na edini wo ho na nkrofo nyina nim no na sika kakra wo ho nti na nipa ben ne pa hwese dru ba bi a taxi driver ba bonten na wo besun ye sese bimpreduasa wonya wo bi jade aduane ho mpropro wakra enka wo bedi no sa wo te ho no na ye onwanwa si samajete fio pe nie enenne se bimpreduasa o abrabo no aboatia na saa no sa enete che arkeli enwom ben won tro ye mfanye gi adofo ani nanso o ma ni fem no didi ni trim anamo na ni kwan se wotuo no wotui ema enne sa fem no adidi ni trim na sebi ode ye nkwase asem no ede no akwa wie afiase ene obi ante ni din biem ni din no ayira enti edin a wo begye ana de wo beye ama wudi ahyeta na nipa tu adi wachi pii no entena hoda pem enti bobra yie ye bibi tu akire na tutu anamo sisi yie emma edin a wagye ene ufem no a wanya no enidi wutirimu mmroso ema wuntu anamo a eni kwanse utu na daache eniema eni entiawo enti anopei yafutu onie ye nyina ye tie bi se de da meka no nya wonko a wo hwe ye ne ye ka kirewo yenso ye ni peye ye dan ya ye beye mfonso radio presenters wodin udru ba bi na bo odin meni asemasi ene entempa na obi epentem no asom nanso bi a wonya adwuma no entena hoda TV presenter obi a wonam adwuma ba ko mienu bi so na wanya din no twasa papa eto ho na daache wo fombo mu no etimi aboa wo na de ne waye no entena ho da apem said the African proverb no aka no entimpani say obanyansafo ye bunabe na yenka nasem yɛda mo ase pii anɔpɛ
anɔpɛ kachi nti minua yi nwumi patapism nwumi ene Daddy Lumba nwum newe na eye famous na newe na be last.
Oh, Daddy Lumba, of course.
Patapa
nwumi wankwana ye de saya nya na
wankwana na saya no a timisre wa still abebu na ba no pese wanti ase a na wafa patapism nwum no wankwana na wafa Daddy Lumba obi atome so bo na wahu se na patapa nwum no ye famous ba and last Kojo fusu dia no obi atome so bo ne nyina
se nwum no wo to a se bia na adwene da ho
o favorite song na o hana to so bo a o favorite song no no
Oh fa obi atome so bo
Maestro obi ato so bo Odamo bia befa odahu amani ye machine
o te bia imu obi se obi abefa wa me ha no sa ene ba go problem o te bia imu
ofa obi abefa
o te bia imu
ofa
you baby akoma bi pa ni o
Nkodo so ya ntrafa akoni anim gwase
at the top of the morning bro Daybreak Fache television so Maestro
ofa my favorite song was a Lumba or commercial songs ne dey timeless at Tembi and
Lumba dey me ohumi kra me to ohumi gu apawa no so kra me kwa akoto
ofa ne nyum dear na patapa dear patapizi one lord mo say lord nua no
bacho kofa se bia ma ha no fe ni mu ane patapism
oba
ohu baby
one corner hey
the sawi ya no anu no enti bacho ebe no so wan ti ase a eno anu no patapism nyom no very famous but it won't last but obi atom so body evergreen
ofa
yes sir
enra by election it be cause so Ayawaso East na di nyina enim ne na ebetimi akwakọ wie nti amekasa no se na anu ada na mebegina ha edi nkomo e de fa ho abrana NDC for etimi kwakọ yomo primaries ewo Ayawaso East concerning Baba Jamal ene I mean we do anono so ejina mo edema NDC anono so ekwakope I mean that position edema NDC say call into the by election happening and that was third March ono betimi ejina mo edema NDC but yekoto aba na wie no na Baba Jamal etimi ewini that NDC primaries na eno kire say ono na be standing in as a parliamentary candidate for the NDC ewo enra abatoa ekoye no ofa omoto sa aba na wie no a lot of controversies anything surrounding Abatoa no NDC for national executive at the crata ten babonten say allegedly some vote buying be timi akoso the sign into no ombe timi apa committee miense nipa miensa mo maye hwehwemu e de afa science ho omo ba ekire omo sa ba biem no e no mbehu say hwehwemu no mo ye no Baba Jamal ehu so obetimi akọ stand as parliamentary candidate for NDC Ayawaso East enra we saw how Baba Jamal was able to win for the NDC Ayawaso East. But of see ye Kaakyire na say ye dream ye ma akoso Ayawaso East since 1992. I mean free 1992, but then the best say free 1969. Ayawaso East has always been a particular moment. Most of the people who dominate has been the Islamic people who dominate because of the caliber of people or more Ayawaso East. In 1969, Ibrahim Kojo, he was a member of Progressive Party. And then he was able to win that particular seat for the Progressive Party in 1979. But then in 1979, say ye free mo akko 1979, 10 years later, we saw Muhammad Fala also Eba as People's National Party on Webe standing in the ticket of this particular political party in 1979. At that time, we were in the regime of military regime, and then he needed to come in and stand in for the people of Ayawaso East. In 1992, ye free First Republic, Second Republic, Third Republic, into the Fourth Republic. In 1992, we saw Yaya Seydou at that time working very hard from 1979 into 1992, and the people of Ayawaso East say Abranti and the modern war ediama NDC. NDC ewo Iowa so East no e was say this seat no ye dey award no for his working hard with my the people of Iowa so East offer Omodemano in just one ticket term in 1992. But in 1996, Ena Farouk Brahma also ebefa Akunyano in a ticket of the NDC. And also ebefa. But in 2000, Omukotuaba in primaries between Farouk Brahma and the Mustafa Ahmed. And Mustafa Ahmed and so befa Akunyano free Farouk Brahma and same in the year 2000. And then Mustafa Ahmed also etwaso in 2008 as also retaining seat no Edema NDC. But then in 2008, and they say ye check Iowa Sunim be free baby Iowa so North and ye free baby Iowa so East. And Mustafa Ahmed and making sure so beko into the Iowa so North no akọ standing in as an MP. But then Iowa so East no remain to Nassau Toure Mahama Nanu Yonyan baby Ekoye and also standing in the year 2012. And ever since then he has been able to remain on that particular seat for so many times since 2012. 2012 or remaining that seat no. 2016 was also a remaining that seat in 2020 or remaining year Edma the ticket of the NDC and 2004 was also a winning Edma the NDC but now the year no and a full Antwater on a free by election with 80 because better offer Baba Jamal on we winning Iowa so East no offer and also this is not the first time I all winning as a member of parliament Edma a certain constituency offer so what they call in Akutia constituency or Kasano now all that Akutia for say Akutia for timi aba support no and obi beka say dem ntina all that Akutia for as e wo ho offer Akutia one particular constituency offer Baba Jama history Akutia ho because offer say wo hwe kwan Akutia constituency na nkasa esitia swing constituency MPP for timi fa kakra NDC for so etimi fa kakra but then ope baby MPP for etimi enyom breakthrough Akutia it was 2000 election Kirsten Akomin Kisi etimi a breaking through in 2000 and then in 2004 offer Baba Jama etimi a share contested in a ticket of NDC Akutia in 2004 offer. The first time all contested the NDC no onya close to about 16,000. Difference of just 2,000 votes between Ono and Akomin Kisi in 2004. But in 2008, Baba Jama essentially best standing being able to need the NDC in that particular level. But in 2009, now 17 polling stations be were irregularities beating Yakoso, Akutia, the silence no almost answer to a banner for of no 17 polling stations no more and 17,000. Now Baba Jama Asansu a returning seat in Akutia in 2009. Offer since then in 2012. Was also standing in together with Kofi Asare and no standing the ticket of NPP. Was also a winning seat no Edema Akutia. It was only in 2016. And I say Ebeji seat no free Baba Jama since then Baba Jama am contesting farmer NDC in a ticket of Akutia. Ofri hodomono now more than ye say Yura John Dramani Mahama etima pan so onko Nigeria na onko si na nemu ewo honom. He was the ambassador Ghana ambassador to Nigeria. And then when he told it why say Akunya na babeto ewa was East no he needed to come and contest in the ticket of NDC and offer Enra Obaye no. Look at the number of voters waiting be pooling. NDC primaries no, you can say allegedly vote buying be a coso, but Enra no numbers ne etimia kasa. So production numbers ne ediamaya. In Kebedin kobo offer over 40,000 turnouts according to EC. Omu books ne omo to aba. Ewa was is no end betimia koto bet offer because of Ramadan fasting. And when yama air coso no. Now the papa no from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. no. Yenya a lot of voters no more koto because of Ramadan. We are but we are seeing people who even went out to vote massively for Baba Jamal. Offer security was on point. Everything was on point. But this was the total voter. Baba Jamal etimia offer 10,884. And Baba Jamal Muhammad Ahmed etimi enya or Ibrahim Idrisu enya 43 in the ticket of the LPG. Baba Ali on standing the ticket of the NPP no enya 4,009 votes. Enonya NDC. Kofi Apalu. Omo contest. We nya 43 for my ade. I say bianco. UP for now. Anko there be UP for ntimi anko. Eti LPG ekoye 43 votes. Anko.
Na odike wada so ne party.
Ayo. Oko ECG books ma electoral commission for na. Ni din wo.
Oh.
better far. At the back corner, one wapa in this particular contest, Papa Professor Mohammed Umar Sanda, Papa we NDC. That one that last week, I think it was Saturday or Sunday. And I'm a national chairman for NDC, Edin Komaka say Ebeka even 2 hours our match waba. Nasa Papa Professor Umar Sanda etimi esaranda so on see a kind beam in the ticket of honor say or as independent candidate or more NDC for no bit imagine the back. But for Otimi Pulu somehow a little threat to the NDC Iowa is 1,885 votes. And Mohammed Umar Sanda etimia as an independent candidate. David Town also independent candidate Pulu 104 votes offer Baba Jama etimi really massive
independent candidate
104. David Tano.
Wajai NDC no.
Oh, Mohammed Umar in 1,885. They say they were free. Because who team for 1,000 they were free. On my party the movie.
To Okudi 1,000 for the next 4 years.
For the next 4 years. National chairman making declared the man. Was this almost 2 abani we are? Gate no accuracy. The gate or the building back to NDC no accuracy or munji the BM. Because they felt say oka party no. Se o per setting agenda ne dem his sense John Dramani Mahama se o do amanyoku na enye samre we na oba be betray NDC e wa Iowa East. If you want to come and join the NDC samre ya surrender se Baba Jama ekọ this term na so no feel so ontimi nko biem emfama ho and the people of Iowa East you Mohammed Umar Sanda no betima back biem it is our gate in the closely for that particular independent candidate. But of Baba Jama win we really convincingly and mami enya da rehemu no se wiase baby bia wo bia no se baby anje wa ko baby na baby bejo okoye ndie bia de makotia at the time na MP before dominate wa akotia since 2000 oko breaking jeans no e wa akotia in the year 2008 akotia for to about the tier in 2016 wasan so ba back beam offer en ka Ghana ambassador to Nigeria there bempa na chese nko betime jase adwumadi no dia to se oba befa member of parliament position Iowa East, but then he needed to defy all odds and then come to Iowa East and then make sure to be with the offer NDC. 3 by-elections that are contested since last year, and as you conducted since last year, 2025, NDC has been able to win offer Blakeman North. We saw how Irabna was able to win offer. Now, cause just small polling stations, but Amaya Closey, the nugget of Blakeman North, but then NDC went in hard and won that particular election for the NDC. Offer who call Akotia constituency so so she kwanye fast wa NDC for ko J that seat in the free MPP for nsem e wa Akotia. It was somehow good. And also so no she ni akoso Iowa so e kama say by election be a tough form. Now say irrespective of the political party or also answer the people over the no so wo share microphone one say wo share the caliber, the geographical caliber of the people, the environment e come and say currently as we speak in our country currently as we speak in the NDC for in every by election bit must so from our my way no bit makwa akwaje and eno ade with Baba Jama no e show clear say Baba Jama e winning convincingly with the able leadership of John Esiodun Ketia, General Secretary Fifi, Fiavi Kweti, any other people who trooping in Iowa East, making massive campaign. Edema Baba Jamano, a home resource 10,884 votes.
And any national organizer didn't come out, so can say he's not expecting less than 60-65% of total outcome. But the New Patriotic Party, surprisingly, almost present before Enra and Enran. Na ewo form pa. Yes, but they fielded the candidate.
They fielded the candidate, but offer omunim pefe.
Candidate number
because even I was surprised because of the offer. Obi was a flag bearer of the party. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. You as a flag bearer of the party. O the anya crown for the full munyam ekofa.
Other Dr. Baumia
Wanko.
You are not serious.
Offer. I don't know. Semina my mistake there. Say videos be a whole chest of Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Iowa East. And as I said,
before running rain now wanko.
Me who video be a chest of corn. And I can say news no.
Dr. Baumia
Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Hey. We are talking about a flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party. By election offer. That is why we are talking about. Say, offer if you want to win and win for the people of NPP. If you want to win and win for the people of NPP, offer me say one koho. That's what I'm saying. Say if I'm wrong, someone should correct.
Even before and right now,
one koho. Even everything penny for. I saw John Boy do Wache Jakun. And some other people on Moko.
Prime News, who said
Justin
Kodia,
former member of Parliament for Bantama.
And so on. So clearly, almost open national executive need Yedino. Almost open national executive because Chairman Kokofu actually in claim tension. So Obeko for national executive. GFK, Obesan Soko back beam. John Boy do besan so akobiem bo change akọ de clear okọ for national chairman omo de omo kwa akoye for madwuma ama MPP etime retain this but I'm talking about the flag bearer flag bearer of the NPP owo kroma Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ewo krom ha no but why is it say the NPP echo by election e wo se wutu anamon echo honom echo heniema echo so e wo ayawa so is now so de omo a echo tie baba ali echi no offer. He was not present. A lot of people are raising that particular action. Say, Senke Kennedy or Hine Japan, and a winning flag bearer, and Kaubun Kennedy or Japan.
You, Meka, same Comway, over same Comway. Maybe I don't know how.
Offer. And Yamina Mesa. The base for the idiom come.
That's the base for the son of Becca.
Offer the base for the
base in our
home.
Ah. Madam, I didn't make us a must say,
the base no. Ewo honum arches or more shed the amount to Kennedy.
Almost for Kennedy, my baby. Mumbai Rubia or Kennedy. I dare want say MPP or no more.
Base for them common and say, Kaakyire Kennedy any winning flag bearer for NPP. And Kenran Kebons I also East all showdown. I also East. And Quebec will be a showdown. East offer. We are talking about flag bearership offer. You are the leader of the NPP currently as you speak. And whether you like it or not, say better just one seat in parliament. Now say MPP crap on the contest here. The flag bearer should be there to throw that maximum support for that candidate that was standing in for the
correct.
NPP.
I'm sure that we'll get back on this discussion. But Anope Yankai will say Agudi Munsem and Komo Munano Yade bro. Nkoma Yedin Anope Mubian so Oaquenya say or the WhatsApp message or text message and our voice note ever brain on 020-754-3637. 020-754-3637. What the message is in the bar? Yabekin Kaini now. The SSC a bomber man sighting so Yaben is up pepe the amount. Liverpool there. Mini asimbia kan kopem se ya this sports no ebebro ebawia na afi me wonte ho a mate ya dan ye ho aba na agudie mu nsam ne ewa ama ne ene ne ewo man Ghana ya de abrɛ fache television so the town for your men, so me town for Timon can't Liverpool coach, you know. Some said the TV, I bet why? I wouldn't make a Camorino once now met now. You put all, sir. And not the special one they didn't come on, or can say they are Bassa be winning, but I just want to qualify. And not a son, a bear, a man. na ya mo my investors clues there various match
just over
ya mo ma clues nka ho because say the mo predictions ne ba mu no ka investors so mo boy kakra nka bibia be ko kama o
to say Habib mo sa ndo mo ntimi kan si so dia
na ne ya kama wo mo
predict ya no akwakoye
ya kama ye
mia mimu no
ana won so wani new investors ho
offer minim frank amenyina ase
na ne ho na be boy investors
ye be he na ekeke kanu mabum because me pese me fro pa
abu so nya de wo ho
abu ya de abu de power ya de power player to score
sa
like
Chelsea talking so
Luther de
but investors no you hear support pa
na so wo invest mo hear support no wo ba ko mu
ono pese min kumi nya nti ono nko a
wo ba ko mu ba
oye pese min kumi nya
o za
senti no otefa akon
okay ono pa so
de bia ono nko a pese odi ade no nko a odi so enye yi
da bia no
na ewa
akutia ni nyura
okay ayo yate because enra o he matches na enkomo amudi no awia ni nyina no se de mudi enkomo no saa na etie pepepe na referee bi no ade wona no wasem ana
referee dia referee Alex
on the referee for
on the referee for
enra de one spare no kra
family wi ase ametumi no bi ani asem metan asem no
enra se de o ye no no
afana sisi ya edi nkomo ayo ha sisi
are ho pa
sisi ya ha edi nkomo yi na o hwe se ye cameras bia ye the cameras 4 and 5 nature program na hwe cameras na adwuma na ye na eba foma na eba fom na ni po ye head of cameras na ka kire yen say in the next 5 years we go person who say fachi ye the cameras be ko ye say akutwa world cup a asema wo ka kire yi so opa adwuma ni yi ade wo ka no nya asem papa no ka
anabo maso kofu dwuma na o se kwadwo nya asem nyina na ya ye ka se jai nya no kure nyina na ye ka nti ya no ka no kure ni bi ase o anra me ha papa no fonyi na me ha nkomo na wudi fa no na se o mai so tie mu an reba ko no pa
nsem no kra bebre ni wo ha aya me the bible verse me di se me hwe na so mo bo so sa because share bible verse
now they no abeka
na me de no aka me da
na e type proverbs no me so no
mo di wagya no na ni na won kwan ware wasa
se
me wa me
tia Yehowa unyango
de no mo chere man ko Sunday school ba on be ka
Yehowa unyango pon de aka ho no
timi ye ya na makohwe
na enra agenda setting no me te se wo ka ho asem the day are you ne de obeba why
ofa
the day are you no obeba
ofa the day ba ye incident ni problem but so performing our by ni asem
na the day nya ball no obo no
nag brother
na ade mento ase
ofa nag brother de em ze ofo
nya Dutch league
yeah Dutch
nya Dutch league na say e was through Turkish league no
I was through
Turkish league
because of the omaye twetwam
na the Alex Ferguson and they order so you coach as some good day cancer
because of baby no be adwuma no wantimi anya of I
nti e was through Turkish league this a mutimi kofa omo what Turkish league mu de omba blaster untimi nkan kire say de end obeba
the age no was
afa de
they also yema blasters bia wa yewi
yes dem
the SS oyema blaster na wona wo mark blaster de obi abeya man
wa yewi
de end say dem pese mu hu ni bia sa na te obeba
why
it will call World Cup
ade wo call World Cup na nye
yema boys na chance no mo e say captain
ade dede Kafra oye girl
na dede abro boys so
dede Kafra oye girl
over dede abro boys so
oye mai
boy World Cup no eno an ya start no dede obekọ nti mi hu sa wo kan ho ansem sa say sports minister set agenda ne ade eno an na ekro
on say omo okay omo ye ne sa na on say
they don't count no kono about 15 minutes kra na
ye fa ne nko abo o travel to kra dey mu attention obo offer
but obekọ
ye ni coach obo so wait ma take decision no the coach na ngasi ye ni bi
na ye den
offer e baby
they didn't ye manako bi
ono the net na be
offer ni omo a
support to omudie
de okobi tibo catch boys no ba ko say obetre fia ba de dako why
ya di baba ya di
nti de aka no fa kan ye ho anopɛ
and I say kese nkonfama wo fa say wade atata na ne wabi kwama say yemfa agodie mu nsem emfamra emmeso mu nti ne no ye bɔ ne taw na afei ye Daybreak team no enso atimi aba no de aka ni na no enso atimi aba by 12 so medi no e Benjamin Akuaku Jamfu betimi afram Ricardo Vaz me na maso mu ne me de afi 7 ni amano nsem ni na no enso e ba be so me na no pai ye ndi nkomo no mfa mfirifie ni ye di nkomo no de afirifie di a ye sports minister Honorable Kofi Adams adi nkomo na ne nkomodie na o kire na no ada super zone as e ba so e wo Kumasi Baba Yara Sport ni musa manfo bebre e ba e be gye omudi mpa na ne nkomo awodi e de for super zone as na ho sei and Honorable Sports Minister at the Tuda.
Currently, as we speak in the whole world, we are the 4th fastest. So, say, if we invest right from the foundational level, the way Mampini, you invest right from the foundational level. Not the way school sports here, at least here, now, the talent is there. No continuous coaching. Because raw talent, yemfa winning trophies internationally. To me, for these raw talent, say polish you up. How to start, how to fly, how to calculate the race. Say, 100 meters. What should be your strategy? 200 meters. What should be your strategy to have an advantage? Even with you and you need to know what food to eat. I don't think that sometimes team say we have a chef we need a son with dietitian or no be training or say so people will ask, so why do we have a chef and you have a dietitian? There are two different rules more play.
Ano ene samoa Honorable Sports Minister Kofi Adams ene tuda na wo twetwe mu se super zone as na ba so emrantene maya na omuhia kana se form de fa ne tete papam ne ya mo nuane o mbedi ni ntade o mbehye ni na no yetimi di hu nkomo de mo na afei omo enso omo improvement enso ni omo no ma no enso tifa course we no na odi nsensem no ento atutu dwa ye de mo nsem no e de so na no pai e wadwumade ne so na osan di nkomo bi na ne nkomodie we no e ya bra Ghana ewram e World Cup 2026 na se na manfo gidi se ye kwani akwa akosua de na adesua mu no na o se ye security personnel ti be ko na makwa akosua de akwa hawa itifa control crowd no mo ba o mo da ba beboa ama ye football no so atimagina ne na so.
Going for the World Cup ain't just about going to chase the ball for 90 minutes. Yes, so ye fan say ya kwenya bia ye pese ye disua bibi. So necessarily we would like to send a few persons to also go and learn certain culture. Fan mobilization, fan support, even ye police for many IG edi hunkomo because we want to form the police unit for sports. So ye pese ye sheda edi binimu so ye den eko police for so say ye do wonko ye sheda ye di binimu ko. Now they should have opportunity of see crowd control in action, not just theory.
Eno ene Samoa Honorable Sports Minister enso timi tu do edi munsem no ade to anum ene na o kire se one IGP adi hu nkomo se wo se omde security personnel ni bi na police for ne ko question ma ba ko menu bi no mo ba na so matima control yan crowd no na ne mo di na no enso timi akoye ntinya se ye ko nya kwa akobbo ne keke ye kodi akire ne achiesi bo ne saa keke ye ko ne kwa akosua de na abo ma bibia no enso atimi akoso odi nkomo ni na no sensentropho ne bloggers bibri class ba kubi na se ne mo di na no enso atimi akoye no ane nsam kakre fi ho ba mere eto anim e wadwumade no so ye gusu di World Cup nkomo e de former player de ma has folk opania ye fa ne danko wadi nkomo e de afa group a Ghana ye nso edam na sei no de mu nkomo no esom ye
oh me metumi akade do group ayewo no betumi akare first na ka betumi akare group ayewo no ye betumi qualify easy we England if you betumi akare England na one of the toughest group ewe yo no but see no ente say about first no enti betumi akare you say your boy first match ni wi asa ye be hu say ye betumi akọ Sa we Panama money ade no. Unti omo nkan, but omo so omo one of the stubborn teams because omo professionals omo ball Europe and
no ene samo adankwe enso etimi de two da na wo kirem se enkane tetina ko betimi aka se Ghana in group ai wom a Panama wom England wom and afi Croatia wom no ko beka se e simple de ma se betimi qualify because hwemu a enka England pe na ne etimi kese an ko me ha nyanso se ni yembo na yebo ne de o so obetwen ne abo yem first game na wie against Panama yebo wie pe ansa na watimi ehun sa ampa ye be qualify anase yem qualify na watchim se Panama fo no so ye stubborn pa because mun krofo no ensisi akan e wo iru papa ne ade ade omsi akan wo leagues apapam na odi mun komo a me de air to odi no sadi komo e fa ye local players no na afia brantia ye fe no Benjamin Asare.
Oh masa me no kwere de da wa na waka me the only player me hu no there Benjamin Asare ono na wa chere is capable anytime I man a chance no be and I'm sure that CC ono number one no doubt about that because we prove my the whole Ghana even there he deserve it any hard work now until you find by going to niche I believe in him because ono na one man a chance I will prove I'm the whole Ghana and African pool entire African continent in the PA no Edu baby national team no e has na kotoko we goalkeepers no in Ghana news and we no so mejuma kare owo Asare we nim nti obiara ntumi nka there Asare ole pray
ano ana Samoa dankwe e two da no chem say Ghana had dey say dey see local players no e opani e fe na Benjamin Asare pe because no kwase ne so ne man na konya no wa prove am obi ehun sampa oyo pabene a ogina masi akan enso adwuma na yem blasters na wode munsem no enso atutu twa ye de ma wone enso ewo dwumade ne so yem to aso ne ani nko na no ada ene yehu se Ghana yem coaches mienu ena ase yem coaches ni bi afri Ghana ko ekwa kusia ade ne ade no pani a ye fe no referent Dormon oka ho ekọ ekusia ade ne bi na omo baae no wadi mu nko na ne nkomodie no eye neoma a okoye no wasua so far.
The president for this wonderful initiative and the whole football association because I believe it was capital intensive. A lot really went, and the football association was, collaboration with the FA to create this platform. I understand it was we are the coaches, careful selected coaches to go out there and to excel knowledge, to bring it home, to impact our football.
I know, and someone referred Dominic to Jar and also Naseka pa and come over. Ema F4 no so omatimi e de sa initiative na ba no ko e no ma ba ko mienu bi wasua aboa ma isi waye opabene oba be boa ma Ghana in football no enso atimi atumpon na owie ni nua ne ko e no Abdullah Ghazali ono enso atimi di nkobo na ne nkomodie mu no ono so kiremu nua ono so asua so far.
Well, experience because to me going to this particular course UEFA license B exposed us to so many things that we were doing which we were doubting ourselves for what we are doing. There were certain things that we were also doing, which I think things have changed in an old way, and then the new things came to what we have learned over there. So it was a good experience. It was very.
Eno, ane Samoa opania your friend Abdullah Ghazali at the two gram no. Ade ma wona enso ewo dwumade no so no kire se I suppose you omo pa ama no ma ba ko menu bia na omo ya na omo doubt no em se atimi asipia bibia no e ba be koyi dia ma omo no ene nsem Abdullah Ghazali ade tudu na no pa yi ye bo akire ye akire enso atim ade ma ye nto aso ne ani nkomo na ye to aso ne atimi adi nkomo dia na se ye wuram enso ewo eye ye local football nim ne ade na nsa na me ba no enra pink cap and as a pink cap na course no yam Black Queens and switch my friend Russia and na no kana mako and nine mo enso antimi nti no ma ekoyi pa enso etimi ne mai ohai no ene emu sensa mai free ho ba me de eto ani me ne enso ewo dwumade ne so na me free ho na me ni nkomo na me di nkomo ne de a me huram ewo referees manager Alex Cote ono na hwe referees ne so etoto to no ma when it comes to referee enso ewo krom ha wadi nkomo na wo chem se challenges are referees no come no say any city.
Security is one in Ghana. Security is one. Remunerations in terms of referees, allowances or stipends or that sort of thing is another area. The other one has to do with integrity. integrity on the part of referees, integrity on the part of team officials, and all that. I think that if we are able to address these 3 areas.
I know, and some more referees manager at a score and added to that challenges are referees in face no bako air security. The tosu beam air sikasam and the idea a court referees no and the chat one air integrity on the part of the referees and other people and just stakeholders and will give them teno and then some referees manager at a score added to join minimum sense some at the air to him. None other do I say ye videos be na a free game one Adriana at dream safety no kobo wa bra na no bi entwetimi kwakwo so officials ana omudi omuduma edema Aduana Football Club no na ye twetwe omo na ye pia omo nsense bibiri ekoso na Aduana supporters da bi so man ka so mutiri ho ebeyi omo yibone ntom de krata tin enso timi ababonten se krata we no eye to Ghana Football Association general media outlets and the football fraternity official statement on the incident involving Nana Mponsa. The leadership of the supporters of Aduana FC remains deeply concerned about the incident involving Nana Mponsa at the VIP section during our recent league match versus Dreams FC on 1st March 2026. It has been 3 days, until 4 days, since the incident occurred, yet there has been no official communication from the Ghana Football Association. This continued silence is worrying. We wish to respectfully caution that when legitimate concerns are not addressed promptly, and transparently, it becomes increasingly difficult for leadership to calm emotions among passionate supporters. As a union, we have worked tirelessly this season to promote discipline, maturity, and respect for the game, even in moments where we felt unfairly treated. It has not been easy, but we have consistently chosen peace. We therefore urge the Ghana Football Association to 1. Investigate the incident thoroughly, 2. Communicate its findings without delay, and 3. Assure clubs and stakeholders of safety and fairness at all match venues. Our call is for accountability, not confrontation. We seek fairness, not conflict, but silence on matters of this nature only fuels tension within the football community. We remain committed to protecting the integrity of Ghana football. Thank you, Mr. Kojo J. Wono, a chairman of the Aduana supporters, and Mr. Mankwa Enoch, and so a Pierre Romulinano, and Sir Eshekrat Anasia, or Enso Timia Santi. Aduana Football Club supporters say, Numa is see, and say 3 days a chum, or Monteshi, SAP, and Noma Bibri, and so to me bar, and say, na emphatant. To most the Ghana Football Association, Tantamiano, or Munyan Numano Mushim, no Fana Mamrabontin, Namwa, and Wabibiano, and so, and Timinko, Ghana football day. Say, yeah, Yanni Moons and Semno, and Swissity. And also, sir, you can't so come on it, near Dinkomo, and so on in Simon. Amacono, made a bash the guitar sell like Nabwami, and what can take it, and as a meko, now if I'm on a seminal, media quacoma, because I'm on a day, na a bash the guitar sell like so, open the code the beer, the do Duma, a bash. Because said the number NCC Kono, say open football na share, open movies na share, open documentary na share, and so you decode a papa ebe bow, a man money nano and so then etimia kuyamana. No more quay the amount there, na ye bash the guitar and make comfort and so etimina man 2 room, el bash the guitar so ya, netwako, I will decode and maybe Nabiano. And so etimi akwe ntom de weni to so who bad numbers no na se won so etimi afa bash numbers na afi wako na wako di juma se wo ko a wo tra a report junction traffic light na okwo anim kakra immediate right eho na bash the guitar wa o twen wo na afi udi coders hun sensem bia no wono enso etimi dem 0556 287757 and after 0501720917 after any bash the guitar and sweat made in como nano money nan and sweat my day akoyi and so etimi dem out and na so see kwa money ni dia money nkomo ni media yan starting 7 no emfam fi nano ada game e ba so and so e was Spotify campaign na game ne ba na we no na ese team a Jeffreno Barcelona asheka no mako miensa nenso pass no way and I'm saying nano ada Atletico Madrid tina fie e show me kan mako e 9 to mo share miensa sa no na ese aggregate no aye 3-4 against Atletico Madrid na ese nkunimdie no ebae then so Omentimi and qualify. Now after the game the ball na we now Osha branch friend Lamine Yama all free park na so what him say now branch na bu full pap because GD say e say Nkundino and so Antimi Ama say no mo se pe and so am man qualify two teams abufu and so Timi Aba na ono and so ekwa teams say ototo ne sa ene ade ade o hwa ye mu nsem no and so e de to anim na ohwe the way let come ready for and so ekwa dressing room na anidie and so Timi asho mo fu ma na ohwe the way o mo and so edi o mo nkomo na yemfa feel ne kakrai ba ye beto aso
Vamos.
Diano, any study and some no and so after say Atletico Madrid and so we game no on aggregate or move more final no and now who's any year and so it me show man from na bibiano and so ekoyi edemomo na no game le bana we no Osha Park na so branch fe no Rafinha e bon ho moden e ma no na timi koyi na timi so wo ye bibia senka tima ye fe no Barcelona be qualify na so antimi ama game le bana we no na se supporters a e ho no omo de Rafinha din e tonyom e boni din e de tonyom yenko na yente wa bra na Rafinha din omode atwanyom enso ede ma enti eno aya Barcelona fans no na otumu se Rafinha din omode tonyom sa bi kom hwe modern boy ene se na obo ase tim ne betimi qualify na se bibia no enso de dam na Barca players no enso agyensambo pa because fans gidi say omwo modern ya na anye na so fight om putting up no was a good fight to ko na utia tim se nsambo ne de pra sa eno ene sara no man enso si koye was Spotify Camp New one ese no man nano enso etimi ekoso wo ha yede mo nsem no ede eto anim na nano ada na Barcelona e share etimi friend Atletico Madrid omo enso kofa picture na ese Antoine Griezmann gina ho a o share Barcelona team na ese otimi se e ya reho sem ye pa enura omuye na no so fa picture no na omo se koto ho wa bra na ono so e ginani na ese Barca players no egugu agoprama na so a na ese omo se ye tua moka de mo ye no ye nso yetima ye mo bia na ese no man nano e koye na after the game Hansi Flick din komo first do din komo no on it na after game no said no ma ezo score no say no man ko yan form so they are part of themselves.
Also Cuba, unbelievable game today, so this is also this you know he played one or two matches not, it had a reason why, and I think now it's great. This is the attitude I want, this mentality I want from him, because he's a fantastic talent. So it's one of the best center defender in the world, and he could be maybe one of the best with the ball. Build up, he's really good. But now, how we show it today, it was amazing and really good to see that.
I know you someone now can edify branch defend Kubasi home na now church Mr. Branch no one of the top notch defenders or did he say branch betima wo modern akonanim na say nobody na no enso etimi akoyi a wode mo nsam etu dwa me de etu ani mene enso e wadwumade ne so yemfiri eho na afie ntiwram e wo the English Premier League nemedi nkomo ba ko mienu bi enso etimo ho a enra tima Jeffrey eye Wolves ati team friend Liverpool na no mo e ka no mienu mo team ba ko benya Everton na wo che mienu ama Burnley enso antimi ante Leeds an hyebi e ba Sunderland nenso timi hye ba ko Bournemouth an hyebi e ma Brentford enso antimi an hyebi na game no de na mu nsensem dɔso e ya de a friend team a Jeffrey no eye Liverpool etoa Wolves wo na wo hwa sɛ na wa enso ziko abantre friend Diego Jota every team friend Wolves and join Liverpool abantre na anim no ma yesi ye after say na onam kwan so kwakutu kwan enso tima ko kan Liverpool team ne ho na game ne course no fans ni mienu ka bom e ya de fefefe wei e de ma Diego Jota. Eno ene said no man enso esiko ya me mu sem no e de eto anim na hwe team a ye fra no eye wolves anan say why imagine say o machi team sakese no no ma mafi o mo pa na no ada o mo ne eye team e fra no Aston Villa ko ball draw o machi team e fra Liverpool no man na ne o mo team say mo ni abere pa o mo ye no ma no mo win game ni wie ye no o ko dressing room wo pa na hwe de wolves fo ne ya team say ni di aba o ani ji aba papa won sene saa tumi say omunhu obi a eno ene sede nsensem no enso siko ya me mu nsem no ene eto ani me ne enso wadumade ne so na wo hwe bra Liverpool concede goal ne nra e de lose game na this season so wo he no ma enso sifa koso a o ma concede saa last minute goals no 5 times bako against Crystal Palace 90+7 against Chelsea na ye 90+5 Bournemouth na ye 90+5 Manchester City na 90+3 na afia no a Wolves 90+4 no mu wie no and advantage for Virgil van Dijk say no me sloppy say na Virgil van Dijk e kan e de fa
you put that defeat and performance I guess into words.
Listen, I think it's down to ourselves. I think we were slow, we were predictable, sloppy in possession, wrong decision making, and obviously we didn't concede chances, but obviously if you perform like that, then a result like this.
And someone Virgil van Dijk and so etimi two after saying Kugo no and so etimi bae na head coach and my team wa friend Liverpool and a slot edin komo after say Omodi Kugo now so say no the two yanim.
The chances created just didn't happen tonight.
So much the ball, I completely agree. So much chances created, I wouldn't say that was completely enough and far more than the other team. But as so many times this season, we were unable to score from the chances we got.
Indiana Slot say this we so another game where they failed to score from the chance and so to create chances to go no and to me Manra Mohamed Salah go next we 10 games and as go nyamba and so with me push what na at the Liverpool and so krimde no and to me amba owura your friend Jova uram e Arsenal set piece manager man for say onya bonus abra Arsenal be go bia from a set piece no musa Mikel Arteta was say asem no aya no mpeso be di mu nkomo.
Has this bonus clause in relation to set piece goals. Is that correct? And
I don't comment on those things, mate.
And to tie ora friend Mikel Arteta was say na manema no enya dia odi mu nkomonte no and ensem Mikel Arteta enso timi ere tu dwa me e tu anim ensantrofo share Pep Guardiola ai salabusan so pani Young Afia said, "Nama answer to me about phone." Now, so what about young club? Is here can now do Juma at the Liverpool? No, nay, I am to me connect to neck 90 points near the other. Would you say that time? No, near pursue. Say, no, the two
that's one of the reasons there's maybe more focus on people saying there's no joy now. You know, looking more at the set pieces. Do you think it was the level was so high, so entertaining, the quality so good that it's amplified the difference that we're maybe seeing at the moment?
I'm agree with you. Sorry to tell you, but they were so good. The level was outstanding. You don't make more than 90 points in that league, and I'm pretty sure that league in that moment, always the team were really good.
And when some more Pep Guardiola and so to me two down or Chelsea, they were really good. 90 points we league musa out. They are why. I'm a piano and so a team echo ye. A branch of fun here Rodrigo Goy in any so prayer. A branch that did in commerce are whereby and I'm say World Cup on team Kobe no wrestle be Kobe near the other. Nema at the massive 10 and so what me about a catcher branch and say on stage strong Sanso and a Vinicius Junior and a Kellen Mbappe Lutin Simon so at the a messages about Sir Branton and shedding on call Nabibiano and so into Enku on one cast watching whom cry say they are ready so one home the nice Ahwadena no the Kujinam Nabibian and Tutimi Koye a branch of Fenabeloa or a head coach at Matimua your friend a Real Madrid say the Martinez said no meeting 10 when the captains no and I feel a staff didn't come they should put in effort said the Bear season baby no next BB and sweat me free and sweating about Eddie Amon Tiha and I remember crying I'm the Madden and sweating yes my call of Anko Barry and Afementia, a CEO at the Mount Rockstone Motors, say, or your monitoring in Jackassia and confirm out Nabiano in Tibianco. Hannah Mamma Quine, I'm not Madness. In a second, confirm Ben Nas or no, a chief executive producer, Julio Caesar supporter, Sans Nabian Habib, the special one, Abu Diaby, or Munana supporter, Lutak and Boy, and Martin answer to me bar. So T-Bread, a supporter, and Afi, the entire a sports team will be a boy, and Manama answer to me because. Now, second, MCL and the camera people in there, no more duty. Macra.
Well, Kojo, the percentage at this point, and yet too important for some of us. The reason is that Ayawaso is NDC seat, and the dynamics in this area is different from the dynamics in Akwatia. And even though you're not winning, but I see that info analysis for prediction is not far from right. But I don't see anything less than a 65% victory margin for Baba Jama.
I see. Right. Abusanfo yeguso ayedi nkomo Daybreak Jumedie wo Fache Television so na utie enra Ayawaso East election no eba so bibia ko kama. Baba Jamal the next member of parliament for the Ayawaso East constituency anope eno ene nkomo no dodo no a na yede ebro popse Kachi na de no so betimi akan news you news prime news mama mekan bia
oh yeah bra you cry
let me akan news no mete area ewu enti me ba we abusuafo anope ya mamoache area enkomo edidi di suyi bi ne de ekeka ka ho na ye de ebremo anope edi kan Ayawaso abatro no akona wiye ye de ho nsem ebremo eno achi topaye ne ade a tototo no de ekoso wo Iran ene United States of America nkomo no ye beto aso na sanu ene de akeke ka ho na ye de ebremo anope midinde ode sheba
Alhaji Tapsoba
The Honorable Joseph Yamin anope ye mo ache me practice said ye kan news no sa Alhaji this year okay any me no Alhaji Tapsoba say Ene mamemfa Muhammad Mutaka Wakasu.
Okay.
Anope the national organizer NDC ni no edi nkomo enra ye na atwetwe nkomo ka kire say or expect less than 65% even though percentage asem ehia won pi. Baba Jamal got around 62-63%. Enra ye wie ye no say na mo ka kire mo ho as national executives.
Koyo medate rumsia obi na minchia wakafo. Tede odi kan na enra me ka kire o say 65% feeling there. So between a 60 and a 65, whatever the outcome of the turnout, the NDC will win the election with that margin. And this about one cause so many years we tap ourselves at the back, knowing that that's what I'm thinking. We're happy that we achieve the target of winning the election and also maintaining the 13%.
I see. Now, with this victory done, and one of the interviews, who can say MPP, any say more popular within the country. Created by elections or Ashanti region, and Babe winning. As a moho ya ya modedo.
But elections winning an election is not always about a candidate, but it's also about how prepared
no na ama no ekọ ntimi ye sure so oboaboa ne ho owia obeba na ye de ka ho nyina ama mo. The Honorable Joseph Yamin ye ne di nkomo national organizer for DNDC. The Obonkrata nkomo no ye de brewa no pay kai say Millennium Constructions wa daroma na ye de the Obonkrata nkomo no ebro ye beken kan no said ye nsa ka no pepepe eno achi no nkomo fufuru bia wo ho a yeah, the sound common ever join us on our Facebook platform, on our YouTube platform, on our TikTok platform. Now for yenim common free ho. Mose enye candidate na eyede nema nkunim dieba. Honorable Yamin.
Yes, so you say enye candidate your candidate or a contribution to a victory. But it is also about strategy. Party, and they come to an election. And the party now call election, how formidable the party is. And as national executives, the national organizer, running some strategies into any election approaching. A national executive produced the first by-election was Kumawu. The Kaakyire Kumawu were going into the election not because we were going to win outright, but we were winning election because we were improving on the performance of the NDC in the 2020 elections. And pass over the end of the results. My election we are low turnout. In 2020 election, 2024 election, NDC candidates went about 22,000. MPP 9,000. But and MPP Funya 4,000. The NDC had 10,000. Low turnout affected the NDC and affected the MPP because the MPP, for 9,000, maybe they could have caused a surprise. But for MP, and it's simple. The way I attach seriousness into the election, and yes, I'm an MPP for not attaching. Even though a strong coup, your coalition as an underdog. And to follow campaign, there were times that many national chairman were in the constituency together, but you didn't move in the same direction. There are times that you mean in Albert Shia will be Bako, but we have a whole self, other teams associated. So our strategy, and no, and I improve it day by day. The day can be different. And in America, MPP for money inquire as a result of you. But Omuan Kasankanasi. Now, Omumayenya rematch, one of the constituencies in Ashanti again. And because I want to test the idea called into Kumaru, where they call a saying of, where they call Abukuma, where they call Akotia, Naya Diaba, Ayawasono.
we are interested in see them. See very but as a political party, so when your elections and core, over to say footballer on training. Now we begin a park at home. Now family. And you been ya and buy elections, just that it shouldn't be a woo. Brevia by by election. The candidate, are good different. You won't mean the MPB to also Jaito. We have bumpire said incidences like this between them, ABBA, more especially in strongholds of the MPP like Akotia. Now, my yet me into the election and test his skills with strategies. I know what I'm here, and I'm a mechanic.
I see. And you better say, I no pay, you mamutrim. As they say, the numbers, no, the Ampesa Modia or Mrashi Jamina, ya the Amamo. She said, one to me, I'm a gun, I'm fanning to my pen, Fradia, and the stone boy say, Moamuji Jiriji.
Could you maybe a gun away, dear check? And your cry at MPP for an almost two. A brani a ton of 450.
Okay. A Bruno Buono aka ahomanim nti eba yebeje na yede amount abusuanfo yegusu ayedi nkomo da ubon krata nkomo se de da yede ebrewa no pa no sana no pa nso yede ebro Bison Imperial Global Shipping and Logistics Adaroma. They are into exports and import. Sana Millennium Constructions adansi hu niema de wonwa na edimu akotene. We begin with the Daily Post this morning. The Daily Post this morning says NDC's Baba Jamal wins Ayawasu East by-elections. And the other story on the front page this morning says MPA's Dr. Sheila Ado honored a 2026 Instant Women Conference and Awards in Nairobi. These are stories on the front page, the Daily Post.
The Daily Post, the Obokrata no and Nayadi Efriasie Anopay na wo share animu no a ensem pokakra wo dia banon eye Baba Jamal enra abatoɔ achinkunimdie ya ebama no ewo Ayawasu East by election ya ekoso no Daily Post aboho amane ena was National Petroleum Authority NPA one mo de share Dr. Sheila Ado one also one makobo na basom ewo Instant Women Conference and Awards ekoso ewo Nairobi wakwa kwaje abasobo na kire se eye Ghana ena edi enkunim ewo saa abasobo dwumadi a ekoso no nti anopa Daily Post ne de kakra odi aben.
The Herald newspaper this morning says ex-Cocoa Board chiefs finally face criminal investigation and Afenyo Markin demands public showdown over TribeNet matter. And Baba Jamal is captured on the front page of the Herald newspaper.
Herald the Bokrata no Edi Baba Jamal semni bi aba. Na osha animu ade edaho kokroko no. Eno obo amane se empanimfo a wono mo aye adwuma sa kandifo wo Cocoa Board adwumakuo no mu no. Sesei enche wono mo so ekwa akogina Ghana emra no na wahase aye wono mo nsemu enhwehwemum. Efa 32.9 billion Ghana cedis. Sikabia wono mo esusu se afom kwan akodi baabia na eni kwan se ekodie. Enti mfoni no no line ne app ewo ho no. Unya Herald the Bokrata ni bia ubehunu ne echiamu na Alexander Afenyo Markin ena ne ho akodi nsenseme o Ghana mrahye dwafie na anu asem bia okoka ye ena wono mo twe no abo so privileges committee no so one day woni how what dey bring it on mo de ba momu a eya momma de ebekoso bia enye badwamu ade ma mo nkonkoye income ra na chese yakoshe kokwa mu na yakeka ne huhu ta mo se mo tweme abo so de me akogina privileges committee ani mu dia bibia emra kamra mu pefe na de me so me wo memfa emra madanse no me kire de nti asansem no mekaye enti ewo the Herald Democrat enum ya onya bikenkan a ube.
Let's stay with the Herald newspaper. 5 custom officers among 9 held in 146 million tramadol tablet bust, and that story came up yesterday.
As a customs empenimfuo ena omache tramadol enro ne bosom 146 million na customs for no a womo na ehwe oman borders no so yanka womo na ebesi kwan se nubone ntimi mfa border na emewura oman mu no womo ankasa eye insiders ya wono mo hwehwe akire anyway de ya kire wono ti say asempa omunko kire mu de nti a yade mo ato ho se mo munko sisa nubone dwade ne ho kwan na mo ma kwan kakra mu bedie nti no kofio na nnroi abewura wo manmu na mabunu yanom na sebe wo maye tantan ne nam emontene so asemwe ne kanie tinne customs empanimfo mo amu jejereje asam no woni baabi na makofa aba ti ye twemo abo so a esefata se won etwem.
We continue with the Chronicle this morning, and the front page story says Osahene touts MPP's pro-poor policies, credits Kufo and Akufo-Addo for introducing NHIS school feeding, free SHS, free fertilizer for cocoa farmers, etc., etc. NDC stalwarts mourn with Sami Gyamfi. A minority takes cocoa prices fight to the farms. The Chronicle newspaper.
The Chronicle, the Bokrata no ede Osahene Alexander Kwame na afenyo marking infoni ena ba ya ojina ho kakraka wanya simpia jina so na anu dwumadie bia won mo hwehwe ya ase na okoye okọ na ne yere ka ne ho na na adodan kwa Akufo-Addo so ebaye na ho eno ose Ghana ha de wo pe amanyokuo ye ba ban mu a wodwene ahiafo ho wodwene oni bie ho na wode niema papa gu akwan mu nhyehyɛ papa policies ahodo ya ebeboa ama oni bie mobrofo ene ahiafo eho atọwo mu a na ye MPP amanyokuo no obia ntimi ene no entwe saa asemi ho dare na wonka kra no mampani dada adona jekum kofo abreso ena health insurance ode baye capitation grants ebaye saa na school feeding program so ebaye ni nyina beboa ye ema awofo abatan ene Ghana 7 previous ahiafo ne mobro wa won ho hen hai won saa na adodan kwa Akufo-Addo baye eno so free SHS minie no ode aba awofo moma nkonto asoso ku free eno achi kokwa akuafo so nya won mo de ya wo ma wo free fertilizers ene ne ma hodo bebre ya Chronicles wontimi mo boso na no afanyo market kan ni nyina anti pe Chronicle na pe ne kenkan afei minority womo so atiesi fom koko obuo no a wo hwan so ma na no NDC empanimfo owura otoku no mo etisi central region manta mahodo bi no ne koko ofo kokasaye ekirekire mu no minority so de womo de adu koko farms womo so kokasa kire akuafo na mo mahunu se bibia mu they are with them womo be ko ama won se de be ya koko obuo no womo be san anya de womo akoma ebeju so Sami Gyamfi na se afrim ama enra womo di na wocheda no ewa santemantem ha Chronicle abo amane se NDC akuku dambinom ebetai na chi ema wadi na se na wocheda.
As always, Daybreak is on Fate Television. Yeguswa yedi nkomo. Your messages are welcome. 020-754-3637. The Daily Gist this morning is gisting us on some of the stories happening around town. NDC sacked 2,080 workers after winning 2024 election. Minority takes cocoa price fight to farms. And Jogate visit Bawumia calls for unity ahead of the 2028 election. The Daily Gist.
The Daily Gist twaso ewa ha no pay na wo say NDC amanyuko no every 2024 elections na womo ba ban mu no samre na aban no a wo kro no outgoing government no I appointment bi nom one na promotion due them ni nyina womo sa adwuma no edito ho womo ba ya nom se aha ekwan womo fa so fa nipa no adwuma no Oman follow due diligence. Mr. Ghana hamra wa ha. Oko public sector kwan ofa so fa nipa bi adwuma no. F5 ankrata asema hodo bebree mu. Before airpen na won masesa nipa agum no akonti. Wo ma anya sa adwuma ni nyina anti. Chief of Staff Julius Debrabufu papa wo mote committee. Enu nti ho nsensem de yakenkan bi kase yi mu na Daily Gist say adwuma for 2080. Ena NDC for baye won be pam wo mu free aban enwumam. Minority for wo matiasi koko efom ya say wo mu ne akuafo etwetwe nkomo eno so ho asem wo ho. Yewra Jo Gati wakosra Dr. Mahmoud Baumia na wose enkabom nko a eno no de wo hwehwe ebra 2028 MPP4 eko esakese no nti Daily Gist abo amanie.
The Accra Times this morning says Mahama walks the talk, turns Ghana into a construction site with 73 projects across all 16 regions. The Accra Times.
The Accra Times, the worker no asampo ya eda enimu ya no ena ye jina so anopai no. Eye mampeni John Dramani Mahama na no State of the Nation address a wode kom Rashebe fie no. Na Accra Times kire say mampeni Mahama ya osi ade yo. Okan se wobeyo na wayo. Na sema wokan ye nyina wodi so pepepepepe wama action no so aye adwuma e wokasa no achi ene sen. Mampeni John Dramani Mahama can say bedru baby no Ghana ebe dane construction site. Baby abefa bia abehu se mfidi akese bulldozers ni ade sisi wa ya wo ye constructions ahodo no kwasem na no so na num woda no adi. Se okọ my Ghana manta makudu nsia ni nyina mu a. Project 76 ena ekoso ni nyina construction project international se wo kan ya ena da hoyi waye ne sa pepepe Accra Times abohwama.
Beson Imperial Global Shipping and Logistics at Daroma. Yede enema framanone eba o man Ghana mu opese odi free o man Ghana ekwa manone nso a waye ne tentem edema ebedu a woyi ne ntem so sika no enye sika wukotua de asembia bebrɛ na eka ebe chire. Beson Imperial Global Shipping and Logistics there say import any exporter won and say won edi nkomo wato car wa manone opese ye de ba ma o say ye cargo car say pickup saloon car say de tie bia ye be ye ho nhihye ne ye de car no aba o man Ghana ye ba ye be yi nso e de amount say sa na opɛ no a ye ne nkomodie no da asumdwe wom nti enei obia opese o de nneema firi amanone eba opese o de nneema kɔ amanone no oni Beson Imperial Global Shipping and Logistics na edi nkomo enkran obehu won wo ho Tema Community 2 Kotoka ana Accra International Airport said the obeka no sisi bia kopem se ene wano ebefa no na waye ne sa pepepa ma ye de yesise Accra International Airport sa na mpanimfo aka no ehwa na Beson Imperial Global Shipping and Logistics ewo wo Kumase wo Asantema ntemu a okɔ dichem so na no edi nkomo 0246 760 890 0246 760 890 and 0597 429 329 0597 429 329 o send all messages nso a one obedi ho nkomo on the Vodafone line 050 131 4369 050 131 4369 Wadaroma and you did a one krata and common ebro ewa fidie so the Daily Graphic this morning and the big story says graphic business Stanbic Forum transport sector needs stronger framework and that's Malku Afajinu Baba Jamal story is also captured on the big paper the Daily Graphic and 1,201 public workers cleared for recruitment newspapers and the captioning of the story. The Daily Graphic captures the story and talks about the people who have been retained. The other papers talks about the people who have been sacked. The national paper, the Daily Graphic, actually.
The Daily Graphic, the obo kratani nyina oba tan ena wabai na no pay wo ban ya. What just said graphic business. Ene Stanbic Bank for one more edi shemu na enumu ena one more kasa edifa transport sector ho e wo memu no se esase mpanimfo eden hyehya emu dopa na ebetimi aboa oman no wono ahyen emtotoye amano akwa akire daache egu akwan mu eboa enti wo hwa ha yewura Malco afa Ginu a woye executive head brands and marketing was Stanbic Bank na woda hai ya wono ne graphic business for kabachiri mu a wo pia ye sector no a ehye ahyen so se niaba betimi akoyie na aboa na omanfo nyina ho ahenhan won baba jama ho nsem wo graphic mu anopei na enipa wo fa wo 2024 no ye binumu ehwere wo madwuma no wone a wo mo de ye clear wo mo se wo mo nkrata nyina ye sonti wo mo nsan koye wo madwuma no so 1201 daily graphic aboho amane anopei
yebemo akwanya ma ne mampani akasa no pay messages out there brain no yebekenkan ni nyina ama. The Daily Statesman this morning says we make ordinary people extraordinary, and that's the new patriotic party. Minority MPs engage cocoa community over price cut. The Daily Statesman.
The Daily Statesman ede afenyoma kensem ya na no okoka dwumadie bia wo mo hyehye ye no ase ti wo hwa asa de wo hia na nadoda nkwa ekofo ado na wo mo achia aka wonti abomu kakra na wodi nkomosere ene da ha eno ase ya MPP amanyoko no de se ye wa abamu a se bimpradua sanipa wo mo ya ordinary Ghanaians yemfa wo mo nya hwe wo mo nya obia na yade ntoto ye papa egu akwan mu ahwa ma wono mu apeja omani mu apeja wo mamu enwuma wo manya bia ye senso awofo a wono ma anya kwan ewo sukuu mu okosukuu obedidie ni ade ti sa na ema nyina akekase ani ana kyese MPP amanyoko no ye party a wo ba wodwene wo manfo ho na wode wo mu yiedie ni won kankro esi wani so the Daily Statesman aboho amane na minority MPs a wo mu so kokoo obuoyinti eja wo mo koda na sleepless night na wono mo etia wo na echi ekọ kokoo emfu ahodo mu ne akuafo ne kokasa no anopei eho ensem ne amanebo ewo Daily Statesman.
Right, the Daily Guide this morning. The Daily Guide this morning, and we move. The Daily Guide this morning has a front page story, and we tell you what's happening around you. The Daily Guide. MPP is for all, not elitist. Afenyomakin says so. It's not elitist. The church welcomed Mame Agrada. The church welcomed Mame Agrada after being in the cooler. She's back home. I can't imagine what will happen between the woman and the husband. But the Daily Guide this morning.
Daily Guide of Okrata. Maestro, how do you know? I can't imagine what will happen between Agrada and the husband. No one else.
Oh, there be Makohe. Mike video be a trend or social.
I remember who ye. Almost an adjourn, Sana, Agrada, them obey. And young one, I say, Okuna, or who ne yerebe, I was some do say, and ye easy science, Penny, and a Daily Guide, Eba no paya. Alexander Fenyomakin, Nadia, ne won some hapa, or say, your castle be a elite. Nipa, one would dimu. Wamu kura dibrebi ewo Ghana. Na kamya yese MPP amanyoko no da ho nipa pia adwene ya wamu se MPP amanyoko no de wunye obia wuntimi nnoma amanyoko no he ukoye den wo. Ya sabe kwakwahwe akwafo yi. Enya MPP fo abuku longo fo. Eho de lawyer fo ni nipa kese na afenyo se MPP wo homa obia nya elite fo nkwa enti na MPP wo ho bia wo mu bia wo mapromu ji wo ma wa watu sa wo pesa wo dom MPP nko ade a akwanya wo ho wo betumi aba ena na Agrada ya wo kwa afiase na nka ye mfie dunum ni tira ye nyankopo asane abehwe no na appeal age no ma wo hwan so ebeduru abosomedumienu no wa savia wie ama enra won mu yi no enti na sore ma ene ne kunu Angela Siama Ejena wa tu ebe fie. Ya say the Agrada is a free woman.
Let's end with the Ghanaian Times this morning, and the big story is on this front page. Middle East crisis, brace up for economic shocks. President Mahama. Whoa. Actually, Yankwe. Umuchichiri finchu ase beka kire o se odenchemu awua.
Yenye na chinye. Ene na Ghanaian Times the obokrata ena yede sorry so. Na mampani John Dramani Mahama na dahoyi. Middle East nkomo no eno so wo ho. Entokwa chenchirenche. Iran nie, Israel nie, America nie, dimaya, dimakum nie soma na ekọ. Obi a kira ne bobre na ho den. Na no pa mi hu ayibi Kim Jong Un no South Korea na. Wase. Se wo mo toto pa na petin framam. Na ne nkrofo antimi ahome yie kura wo bebam.
No Korea.
Ane entimankani Mahama say Ghana for yanyere yatamu African because they are also Middle East na betimi aha economists no amaniema yebisi basa nti yehwe.
Right, anopay yeni nkomo e na yankon yanko defense ministry ho na yeni deputy minister for defense Ernest Brojajemfi eni nkomo efise yatenem framam se unim say his excellency John Dramani Mahama ema Castle to forcing echo parliament na all kind budget no all kind say aban ebe yiska na wo makoto plane be 9 e de abakuri mu na ehon nsem ene ye kɔ ne deputy defense minister edi nkomo minister ya moachi anopɛ
ejo so kɔni
baby ayeti ehabɔkɔ migidisa won so ho ye
akɔpɔ adam
enkomo a ebe kromu a minority areas concerns efa ho plane dodo a ye to na de aba o man Ghana mu ya te se plane no emu baako enche kra ebeba bedu kro yi mu ho nkomo no etesen ana
yo Kojo mama chawo ti kwa no pe ebi kan 2025 Minister ko kan budget no de tuja say ebeto helicopters and plane back Edama Ghana soja nti ekutia still be ma na ko fon ada na wo twini helicopters no back Edaba na ya soja ko no omo ho de na years sense sisi aye campaign pela minha mukaka BBC na as a second airport o di jumabia ya na mutaka kaba nti ombe nya se ye be ritually ye be mo maka dia and be boy and Dubai tell you no share West Africa have security threat no the also was Sahel region where Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, Congo, and Kenya. Who's a terrorist, and I said we had this one. Each day, more cause attacks, more taking over territories. Also, Omobutaya and said, Ombenia Quaya, Omobesi Epona. Na ama wudi me no bibi o here dia no timi dia pelus and she say an CTM na omubura e afam ha e go betire pa eno na e man fa so back say what say ya build the capability of the Ghana Armed Forces e tie no ho aduma na ya ti le Ghana Air Force for nko a Navy for so top ships and now they are home. And JP, it is not one can say the boy for equal Punoso Ghana fishermen be on Mokojijo Marboard Mutu say to 2 They say before any Munkusiania. The news of what's not ship was on Mako. Ship I wa a more dinner between Akoko and Rahia. It is also a big account. And I'm for also a share land borders and so a pay
akade any akudie de ma wo mo between their boy who buying they will cinema TP any only. There's a massive retooling for Ghana and forces are air course. It's be and Ghana Air Force for that helicopter. Now what you about the grand Ghana for you.
And na watch mu baako eba.
Baako ba na watch mu Afia ye last quarter no more on so baako beba. Na helicopters na be million. And executive jets no so Afia economy and also so beba. Na you aka in Sabetan 2028. So the woman say, "Sam never will. Be anyone or yet, Sam never will be the AC or say it." So the answer say, "Kaya, we are to be good to be. These are high quality military equipment. And to manufacture no only helicopter and fancy hotel, I just said for commercial use because they be a passionate and African world and any of these airlines pepper to be. But the soldier for the year to my dear. And this all check yes CSC and sun and circle. It takes time. It's a banana near and come said of ya not just say and idea in the CSC appeared upon a month actually I
see. And tia no na ekire se eyade a ebeche ansa na abayete kura se President Mahama ebewie ne term na ansa na executive plane no aba. But no pay nkomo a woni edi ne kire se afi no nko na wie no na helicopter no ba kwa beka ho ama executive plane nso abedu. Moye bibi aka de yenim ne da ho na ama eye ntem se yi ana.
No credit there. Mama kan yi we na no say president dey na area sana. Community chat here no. Na executive aircraft no na ye kan yi no ko say. Baako for long range and baako so for medium range. And the medium range no na oma boy ano ba say in sabe kano afin the economy. Long range no home common it was going to take about 32 to 42 months. And no na e be ba be do na person can maintain the term. Inti and no common wo. But the many will come once a year medium range no a year or more a year the current Falcon or more and then no Munyankitan. What they are not on things were there was some level of government to government engagement. Ghana Mampeni and France Mampeni in Yankitan. Until the French government itself intervened to make sure that they will prioritize Ghana orders because it was very critical. And now we are the morning for the attack 6Am. There was a Ghana Air Force also almost called for air surveillance because I also almost the and Kofono or more region, or more communicated to Navy. Now maybe for the ship on almost the right course to take. But they were challenged. Until a back I said any helicopter flying or security threat. The Mampeni directly spoke to President Macron. Until French admin took a key interest in it, in fact, the coming term. The same with the offshore patrol, the player ship Castellano Ayetodiama Navy for so there's a direct France intervention to make sure say in Canada, because these are French companies doing the construction.
Weekend mu enkomo a eba ya edo how abre obia United States of America, Israel, any Iran, nema ekoso wo hoi. Mo aso ye ho no bibia boko mo hwe na mo aboye ho ban se de esese mo ye no.
Kojo, Ghana also for an Ministry of Defense. Yeah, so they're part of it. They're the Ghana who buying. Emma will be free there be and the 2 shares. And that's all how we work or mining more. Number penny PSA, then share any who demand. Yeah, they are Bambo Ebeco. And which now said that they are substantive disputes. Now, so therefore, they are joining police for in joint operations. And they see any to power me say, Obia me punche Ghana so na undisturbed peace na or Ghana and no more juma and but of course near possible there being so where they are everything to transport also near so prior region America once a month in Yamani and Mammy be caught tomato or more caught terrorists for even you probably what you feel. So at Ghana, have to Burkina Faso and no matter Burkina Faso and no matter. The Ghana for Akobama be Diakotuomo, which means that the Kosovo we have to take a keen interest in it. Either say everybody to fight it, and I say everybody who binds, then they are a D and Maiso. As far as our assessments are concerned, Ghana is safe for Libya and my. But one development here quite unfortunate is that the Ghana soldier for Lebanon are providing peacekeeping support because once Israel, Palestine, and Lebanon and Pocano, UN peacekeeping operations that Ghana for hope. They are caught up in this war between Israel and Lebanon system. How they will be protected, but each one of them is safe. They are in a very safe place. Only that once we in a custom, we don't know what may happen tomorrow. So as far as defense is concerned, this is what I can talk about. The rest of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs on more engagement or more. But they are collaborating with that. They do their bit. They will say the Ghana forces involved either in evacuation or we are ready again.
And okay, you say when a feature television they didn't come on a breast sim you be sign about Nanso.
Yes, me that city, but now interview they only be a part. One family time I'm sure.
The Deputy Minister of Defense, Ernest Brojajemfina, no pay on a feature television, they didn't come on a brasso. See any man penny, a cassa, and he say, oh, on Comobia, opposite man penny, dear no payer, a quenya, or homo. Messages I answer, I can on our social media platforms, and so Maestro Ebekin kind, a bra, ye train say, only embedding como 020 633 4646. 020 633 4747. Na ede na adi ya me dwen ho a mentiase so a enye yi badoba me no obedi nkomo se de opesa oni me di nkomo no me nso me no obedi nkomo sa pepepe ene nkomo bebre na egu paso a ya kira adwen e wo ho me hu story bi ewa santimantemu a nipa be dunsia se omo ahwere omo kwankwanhia bi a asi ewa santimantemu me ya se nkwanhia nkomo no kachiri ade achi bi a ye hwere ade hye wo ye man
so over speeding now omonya omadwene so ombejai
too much
omonya omadwene so ombete so nti saa na ekoza omo se Sunyan road ho ba bia Ana ene we kura so ye ambulance ene another car na said na speed na no odin nti no na car ni mienu nyina challenge
Maestro ye be nden why na ye ntu ne fu sesei wo mo etika ni mu no a ye de wo mo kro no ana driver ni a wo de wo mo kro no na se ye tena car mu a se ne atori mumu se den ye ntimi nkasa
o kan kra o mu fi
o kakra o mu nti ofa
na yen na ye tika enum no me ka Maestro be ka che o se opentem
yes
anana made mo ha dwene dodo oye den ya ode ye be kwa made ma so na tam bia driver ye sere wo to bo ye nkwa ba bia ye den ya ode ye be kwa akoduru omo ente ase
because I represent so utie narrative na enkwanhia no by out of overspeeding
out of overspeeding and kwanhia by no fa sometimes some drivers and I don't know say most of them minimum come for so normal license no
ebi the TV license na etwi o
ebi the of some panel
number cho say your TV license na dey drive car na a driver's license a uko test and san ye dey amawo say na say uhu kwan no ne mra ne nhyehyeye e wo kwan no but TV license dey say ye nko driving test and me sure say dodo no a om the TV license na drive na say be ya ye nkrofo ye om wo kwan su behu na omo nso be TV license no mo GBB foforo nti nipa no TV license no kra ohun say your TV license say your driver's license na waje de eso waje na chese ono okro
of drivers should understand say mutike no ma nipa nkwa ne hyem nsem nipa nkwa no etofoma say bi ntimi sanfa bi wo be fa krampo na ehun adwuma abayi ansa na nipa no be senya ne nkwa no
ma memfa ofrefui na mensan mra won chen hello good morning
yeah.
Openi down where the enemy mampeni nkasa.
So from Ajima and person name mampeni kasa pa. Ye kwaya 7 and person me kabi. Na and then a kwaya 7 and person me kabi no.
Hello?
Kwaya 7 and me person me dem agency super kabi. E fa Accra Kumasi highway no. Bypass omu ye nyina omu jato ho. Yenhu asembia a bomb and pennies or didn't anybody has a quine because am accident is see what that dana ye used to on portos in Sultan a whole quine mupa Yama any uncle swa accident as Abebano until Miss Roman penny pan or pay or no alpha quine should be often a new Hamaya pan.
Yeah, that's it. Tikrum and a Quenchiano is here. Tikrum. Na nkwanhia ne siye okọ facheonline.com story no ewo ho a obetimi akenkan na watensem na se nkwanhia no a esi na chese ase kure nipa nkwa ho hia obi a o
no I mean we say now we read the newspaper and the daily guide for report to say now the transport there will be a framework of it over enkosi daben and there was say tembia nipa hwere ne nkwa ansa na aban na yen hyeye say akwan a ewo ye mamu no ombe ni yi ofa
na kwan de yaye ni yie no enya no so na nkwanhia dodo ni si o kafra kwan fon no so no eno na nkwanhia ni si ntu ya obisa ho say kwan no a enye no ena mu tumrika bone wo so no anasesen
eno ne asem no
me feel a problem ni a human o
a human sometimes ni human because
sometimes boys ni be the so car o se moto said you obesi across no na ohwe ni pakro tika anim no na ohwe so omu nyina ato abanza na yi mampani a
you see I feel no car ba kwa de bia me ya mpese me ka ho asem enya accident pa okroma e vozi
but I have a difficulty with car na yeah Brandon Sano. E omo etwi car no.
Ofa. So omo na etwi car na. Do you know what say I mean say car owners ne I mean transport union then also mo ye found.
Then say so mo ye found. Ye won nkofo ejina kwan so. Ye won nkofo ejina kwan so a omo hwe Ufi Santasi runabout. Kokobia. police for to be gyina ho say nkofo akova speeding
ti e che
police for gyina ho mo ye be du
yes
nti manson kwanta kwan no police for no mo gyina ho enye yi
mo gyina ho
akra konongo akra adweso omo gyina ho chi over speeding no a enye yi
say no mbaka say highway
santa se kokobin na wo chi over speed good morning Openi yada se anope wa be kan ye ho ene mampani nkasa
le present kam no mampani kasa akra
ene nkasa
me ba cho se
akwanya wo ho ene nkasa
ya frame na Afia me kasa free Kumasi na babia accident ni fiori fro putri krum ho kakra bi na kwan na omo guso omo gu kwan na so pa na so sa kwan na babia omo guso no ho na accident na esiye ho na accident ni siye na babia accident ni siye no now no ye ma we no ye kwan na we shia we dodge ni de kamuni se twam wo man mu echeze sa na ma we no na this accident ni ba no ka say a double lane and Kubiana or banka that time ambulance type pie no ono kwa na kibenya accident ni gen kushia other one no nti wasi ahwe na ya kwan de ye tun one na mo mpani for we no mo etun one na mo mai
all right yeah that's anope Maestro ni kechi Obi wa masamane nkasamra. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, boss.
Openi ene mampeni ni nkomo.
I say vog background, vog na moka. Vog na nkasa na enya accident no. Eye ni drivers no me passengers no. Ana kana be akọ hotel eye sharp curve, you have fast speeding one. You have fast speeding, all the speed is over one sharp curve fast. That was a track in the chibi. If you pass yes and also that's when people in Quran, I advance in any days, if passing the need. Pressure the man will curve, so that in my neighbor track. And I'm here in a third man, I can then send it to the or more is a kind of canon, why I didn't be on a person that is answered forward to the kudu. You go and see how it's Jenny. If you pass it on also count, what kind of matter as a position?
Yeah, that's it. I don't pay. Maestro. Good morning.
Good morning.
Openi Edman Penny in Casa.
The Pacho Matikoyo. Kojo Marfo 2 p.m. ni o me kasa free Asante Mampo. Na mebo abaso o boy Juma da deputy defense minister Bonko amani mamenchiano na chairman na kwesi Augustus chairman maintain to mechiano. Ano pay there me yakunya ne his excellency Goodluck Obama, John Dramani Trump, Kwame Abibio, Mahama Akasa Papa yi meka che ne se ya kwan omo na ni nkon hwe enkofo bia ba be ye nkwan bia akwan bia agya ho ba mesre omo te from Afrancho eko macro chronom Afrancho ebo ho ofa edu anopa akwayo said the traffic I walk from macro magazine ho be se ne kwa Afrancho no adwada kwa de eya ye workers eya adwuma etisa area ho kwadwo eya na ye mobo we there his excellency Goodluck Obama, John Dramani Trump, Kwame Abibio Mahama enkofo bi de eya begu so rango fo ye ho adwuma yes raw enkofo bi antimi anye eka enam omo de 3 months ye so mo be ye ba omo antimi. It's really a chopper near the mount because yeah, you want to say I'm sorry, tembe 2 and 3. I'm a sinner makruma. I dear cheerable 6 and I couple 7 there. And yeah, care a free affable for Franco, Chisa, just say what to come crowd home a bet. It's really a President Mahama or now so high Ashanti region, Kofobica on by your moment to me, yes, sir. Yeah, you war a free micro Bessinico, Buono, yes, sir, a quine, or Monshe, no Monia Maya, and yes, I did be a quad my elite, ye pacho, or Mampenny. I just got you made us, and I show some Mampenny.
Yeah, that's it, and I'll pay. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, boss.
Good morning. Any man penny in Casano pay?
That's all. That's actually excellent. Hello.
Yes, you.
But that's an okay. This police is over speed in the other day. And okay, how many times a passenger everybody on my catch the a driver over speed and I think so. The same one, the meter, every last year, this is a passenger making about police and made the man out of you.
Yes, that's it, and pay. And it said the near passengers no Moncasa. But when you have a friend or can't be ya quine once a year, ye be ya quine. But oh, man, yes, can your double rules, said the tear. And you copy the bear double rules. No. Say intimate Kumi and Honso sa. There's a young but young quine so. Na ye pentem a contem a could run tem, a baby asian. Na a camum na abefi. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Jarvin in Mikata Power.
Yendio Upper West.
Yeah. And I paid them for some of the master, not down on Peninsula asset. Okay, Juma. But I was saying, as I said, Matu, walk and yes, Leno, I'm going to not buy and go. Never mind, Jesus. Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, they don't know Peninsula.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. And I'll pay. Okay. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
Mpacho yeti o ene mampani nkasa.
Abidjan kwa ni di egupa.
Abidjan kwan na ehu o. Okay. Ozi Abidjan kwan na ehu. Yan hwe na.
Abidjan dey.
Minimum Abidjan
Abutuja konana.
Misame no no ozi Abidjan.
O si ehu.
Na me say misame.
Barbara Kojo 2 weeks ago weekend ye kwaye wo bosomtwe. Me mfa sa kwan ne so da. Saturday was my first time.
Na fast akwan so.
Hey!
What to be here?
Hey!
Yes.
And futuro ne to sapada.
Oh.
And then o ka sheme nga just a fast very good.
Ayi kwan no.
O tra aputo jana. Educhum.
Simon say Nansa Educhum
school you ho. Jache pram so SHS ni na wo kwan yi so akwan ne nye.
Asa kwan ne de o ka ho asem a. Ese o hwehwe Educhum akira kwan. Na o hwehwe chama untumi akira kwan. Na
Simon we mu nyina wo sa kwan yi so.
Na omo sa district ho. Na omo party wa ban. Omo ntimi anhwe. Anye sa kwan.
Na Educhum ebie sa Educhum SHS no wo kwan na so no wo se kwan na mfa ne ba mfa mfuturo mu mra sa
ayo
SHS mienu na boso e wo sa kwan no so
o ka chere be aka mo ka just for rain coat share
mama for chat to allo pay. Hello, good morning.
Ni ka sama ya kami mama chawa ni ka safi nothing accident ya kama yake tete menya yes ni amipra mama minanti ne kwaye ewa na ya ba mirika pia na driver de obi aka na ni wata munyi na la driver ya di di pa ye duru ko from ye tra bo ku ka krebi na ka na di e pe sha pia e tamra na ba ni minanti Eti mi pa chom la ye ni wa driver ni ko mi ka bo ne sa ni kan ko wa. Ye be tumi di na adina na.
Emra ho. Ye da se anopai. Emra ba ko no ene se driver ni no mo kan na untia na waye din no wasre ne se opese ojonso opese ohwie nsuogu saa de obegina na wasi Africa nim na ai
na usika kamo
baby abesi nsu nya ka o
eno ye chen te bia ye maami wom sisi eno ye chen se obehwere wo nkwa obi wo hɔ a ofiri asase so a abusua ebetete no eso nti wo kan na driver ni no wo se wo ho ye da hia sra ne se opese ugu nsuo ogina no wasi no aka chen se o dana se on to aso
drivers for be bre omo ho ahomete be bre ho no ma emasem so ye omo de ofa all drive ofa
na no
esi ma obi pe ma no ko speed do
ofa me cheche ma chel ofa drivers for be na me dem be fro car front na me pe cause who din se hu na metia obu o drive na o ye call no so o ye se ska call no o you call na o ye no ne oba na kasa akose na aduan no wano a na anu adan intintini no toy na enam no nya nyina na nkwase ofa na odi nkomohunu emasem baby okoda ya ade chen ya obeye adwo no afro ba na akose ya na mi firi obi na wada na ekosen star no kosen ofa star la oni o ma na koda nyina catch me drivers for bebre adwuma mu di no
abusafo driver for nkomo no aba na se de ye ka no munya ahweye mesrewa wotena ka na driver ni dimirika ntenta emwawa sre na sifom na onkwa ehia ye dan ye ho aba fache television so na awe watch television so Daybreak Jumedi near Daybreak medi ni Kojo Marfo anopa nyina se afi na wabeka yen ho a ye de Jumedi no ebro ye hwe so man Ghana be fa ne ntoma pa afra anopa yi Alhaji Chebrobe ewa ha oye okyerɛkyerɛni wo Kumasi Technical University enye Hong Kong na osum school ahoro bebree mu ninim de a wanya no ono nso broni beka se o impact knowledge eno achi Ghana amanyosem enkomo no yen democracy no a partisan democracy nti uhia political parties na won aboa ama democracy no akonkan or the New Patriotic Party eho na oye na amanyosem na okeka ne ho se the party ma no ebreso na omope okasafo ochorotro ni a onam kasa kwan so ene atworo mu beboa ama won nsem no akwa ama no ne oman Ghana mu ene ba bi a wote a na party ma no ahwe no atoaba ede ama no nti anope ye ne no edi dwuma wa ha sa na party a ene aba ejentre ha United Party
Ghana First
I say Ghana First Wona no for Wasantimantamu or say a businessman Mr. Joseph Amwa Love Enterprise and pay or kan ho any edi dwumadi Abraham mpanimfo mema mo ache medam wasen so
yeni akwajo
afisiapa
afrinkomese yeah, the whole year last year cry no say
last year cry I said that
you had a shot
say unimini Mr. Amwa de afi that to me no am na share
that's right
pajo bibia aboko
oh radio adum no ho ye pa
ya da nyame ase yente ayawa sumfiri ho na afi yenkonkomo no so Mr. Amwa na mka se moaba kotofoforo a oda nsuo mu nka mo be woso mo ho ayawa so am yehu se UP no aba a wotena ase me hu mo ho
oh David se bibia on bre
muni hu ahoden
enye David nye se ni hu ahoden ba bibia on bre se igusu a yehye ye party ye structures no die ne ndimi rush se ye ko na ya kwa kugina mu ya kwa
ya mka se de mo ba ye ne de nka mu de we be try na amanfo ani aba mo so se UP no
strategically no na enye
emwa mo
ntine ni se ye ko waste your time
I see.
But whatever it is no umatu aba no awie na naturally no and as a Ghana had normally lived that way no normally no you call by election bia na mfa ho ha we see a high point Ghana a participation of form the nyanwa wa say almost about 60% da koto aba no mo to yen so no the winning ye no once a previous a year or 2 years the winning about 70%. And I was winning 60, I think 61 or so %. And yeah, lose years or no marginal or lose year or increasing percentage wise now they can say increasing our bias 6% up. And I was the end from 10%. It means a MPP for no yard at least coming up with at that point my idea but almost 38 no 38 no the almost 38 in the almost
38 be
38.2 no
na so munya 38.2 wo ba bia
38.2 oh so last he munya 38 baby o mutraba no
ayawa so
so munya 38 da na omanya 38 da
ayawa so
30 no so ayo mo yi o no ma yi a obtenyen
ade na ase propaganda na
38 na so
national election omunya 41
then
omanya 30
38 ni ate then I go do
no the 38 na ate ya the electoral commission figures ade na ya mo yes
38.2 na ate then we ya force go 41 na mama it 38 there eja omanya na but at least on a more serious note I believe say omo yade uhwe say na hozie na on say hono so no specific religious zone be. Everyone say Crimofordin Northerners no doors. And now these two brackets also in the population, you know. Yeah, now so baby umobia they are the deciding factor. Baby umobia they are the deciding factor. But unfortunately this time around, no. To me, enya MPP for no. They represented the Muslim, we represented a Muslim. But to me, enya de na omo hwehwe. NDC for so enya de na omo hwehwe. But all said and done, Baba Jama won. What is important is on the parliamentary election, yeah, and 50% and one. Normal, yeah, simple voter, yeah, the I could do parliament. I want to quite say, MP. You say, why we near win or quite to the mass, or man in coho. Or pursue to me winning BMDR, or man in coho now on your hold me. The way I with me increasing the votes if he's serious. MP for some young to Yansu Eba. Yansu Hono, yes, so we have a stake in there. Or if he say this time elections are about this year and that 2028. It's going to be an election and is a map any of these two duopoly by as coming to win elections because of your candidates now so the Alan he's somebody who stands tall amongst all of them in terms of knowledge, in terms of capacity, in terms of everything. He stands tall amongst all of them.
All of them near one.
Yeah, the duopoly.
This is a candidate back up any.
We say we at least a woman yes in get here be wow.
Does it mean that Alan Martin will not go into a contest?
Huh?
Is it to say that he won't go into a contest?
He should go into a contest.
But your assumption is that he will emerge.
He will emerge. You should go into a contest. He say, "Oh no, Babi Jana, Alaji Baumia Jana, is eating Ketiana, Salancho, I think in my pa, Nagana, you were to Ababa."
But
in terms of
Alan went into a contest the previous election. He didn't get 5%.
No, na can't say. To see say Babi Jana is here. 2028 has a year count.
Yeah.
The only thing is, I'm not rooting my future in the past. I'm looking at what is in front of me and what the stakes are going to be. And then also look at that particular time, said the economy next year could do the great transformational plan, or the man, your mama, how has he been able to use it to help national, the national architecture? What may you see here better for him? When you see here, you are sure, yeah, and the other man will be said, on found man. Why not obey me? You see at the end because we are looking at nation building. And your individual ABO. Nation building. No matter we say, you good leadership. Maybe I need a question.
But you have a economy, no, na me bisa ayawa
said never better. Ghana, we have no right to be poor. Today we are very worried about say the name is Kono. Maybe I need to when we have good leaders here, somebody the capacity of Alan Martina, then we have not say Obabi the president or marry ma. Obeti ma son yema.
Martin, remember the have this uncle no. Ma me call Alaji. Imagine you say as a more candidate no muja no so no kwan ko.
There you Kojo.
Na ye den.
Kojo one am for ETC form pass. How the old ones out here. Who concrete why is a polyando? Yeah.
I went down there. I'm a family channel for you for no bug kunti. Some Zamba crew.
Quite a little Rika. Yabako, Papa Yao. Somewhere near Wakra or Bar. What's coming? Can't be home perhaps. How do you be home perhaps? And you know, say, when you support pa.
I see.
When you support pa,
amanfo a omo to see form ene no a call grounds a campaign no menye sure say ubenya individual bia or parliamentary elections a ubenya say a dom ene ne etiesi form ene nam baby and I think say the campaign or a more potokasam retail campaign than a wholesale campaign because at the end of the day ANDC stronghold what you say and tinya say o be take so now be you nsa now be de no eno na ebe mo wa wene ko form nene wo mo a omo ebuafu ANDC fo omo no eno omo nkakasa hwezo obenya vote ne bi aka ho ana so what you say na ayawa so east elections with the I'm say idea na predictions na very clear say Yura Baba Jama obefa nanso so Kojo mo adwuma NDC wadwuma ayawa so because well the speech no say you obetry so obeka amanfo abom ewo ho sika de wahwe biegu wahwe sika gu baba hwe sika gu sa wahwe sika gu alaji baba wahwe sika gu woni hajia no contest no sana Jubilee House tie hajia chi parliamentary majority parliamentary caucus no enso tie hajia chi omo conform kwa ye dwuma no just before say womo ne beba na ana omo sa board nso abe say 100,000 cry 100,000 so Kojo it means sort of bebre uko so mo sa we de ko chama manfo a 100,000 be che emo sa 55 kilos no e be che kese pa and so Jubilee House elusu ye I said in Katia na win here because I said in Katia no back Baba Jama I see and they say Jubilee House elusu and I said in Katia a win relations no me sure say e be the same kwan ye de Baba Jama announcement by say ya gina juma and when him say omo anto abaye anwie kra 2 days 3 days akokoto abaye and omo point to be or kwako replace no guidance masa over parliament akọ bye ye do be nipa foforo yede you know eko ntino ayawa so by elections we at the fractures aba NDC mu ewo that particular constituency and I'm happy say or winning we no ni speech and they say obehese obeka amanfo abomu. It also brings into question say even about a year cry now only independent candidates and then omo contest BA plus MPP candidates no cry baba sa cheni mapa I'm say Nigeria am high commissioner to kwawe ko pe bi ko na say Chrome by elections there mo say uram pa ansa na nkunim di aba you know high commissioner na less than 2 years otimi be tuska gu elections musa no Kojo ani suso pa but what happened and I'm particularly worried about say one more contest now. The NDC had another member running as an independent candidate. Yes. I thought that should have given the MPP a certain edge. Kojo, who you sure pass about to about Manchia South and now Manchia North. Near Nyobi, our MPP need this or call independent. Now, what mean voter or friends say independent win unya 1,800. Where is it? Yes, 1,885. Can I just say, oh, Yakob is 2,000. The stronghold of MPP, it is a mention of mention tax. Who co-independent on here, unya 500 grand. In the non-starter. Just say confusion keke. What I say. Na say na ye no enyese mood say a bit me attend party no candidate. Omo yi no. I see. So if you say, oh, yeah, even the support base of Hajia Nina Kran and decided that Omunkoto. Na Baba Jama no Kasano support base near them and Conkoto. It's still a win. One was that in communist here. Yes, it's still a win. But said the NDC Papa no Freeman voter Unyaya and those say a
drop in
the by-election. A shine. But turnout also obviously and also so a shine. Just say the next elections no see ya winning ayawa so is to cry you vote bit me a bit me across. In terms of representation, Parliament House and yet be for fraud Baba Jamal. If you say we represent Akwatia Pain or Parliament engine a fearful fraud emano if you dada emano or sign ako. In terms of quality representation, I think that Baba is a lawyer and is a known politician, and so and a Jumano so ankasan so no my dream yam say a Jumano ni yen so ebe ding be brave amano. Then so nanka ni ma for no say nka on kwankwatia o
on top of the morning, there was a concern colleagues in Bako Erezi about not seeing Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. It's me Bissau as Dr. Baumia in town. Because I was surprised. I was wondering, maybe he's out of the jurisdiction.
I need the latest information and war the movement. I mean, I don't have the latest, but I mean, say 0 pa and many should say BBC. Or no one in Moasun or the member can.
In the Mitro or Giant Qua.
Oh, and 0. I mean, it be crazy crowd say Obesha Brantian song called that. It is. And Baba, we wish him all the best, and that Yeguso. The Ebe here and so stronghold, the make me a bomb, Fiamma, I am breaker. And I'm saying we achieved that.
All right. I was for you didn't come Daybreak Jumedie, AD Auto Car Rentals, and they say, oh, Peka, Eddie do Juma for your weekend getaway, for your business trip, for your airport pickups, or even for shaggy reasons. So, wouldn't shaggy reasons, no? Over there, Uko Chika, no area, Bimna, a man who say, Masa, Walandia, a simple matter. AD Auto Car Rentals, one and a driver, a business meetings. One and a driver call weekend getaways. They give you a jolly ride. Said the bear, or behind hand or baby aukobia. Until we are safe and na se unya be do Ghana. Na ope car a do benante from saloon car to 4-wheel drives. The luxurious cars now ope the IO business now or they are called other engagements no. AD Auto Car Rentals. And it one and pay ye bo who the rule actual. Their prices are affordable. My country say what is say ye bo a juma bi who the rule aha. Not just say one ye crowd so on be juma da. So if it's got to do with your weekends, if you are coming to town for any transaction of a kind, now per car, and though ever call rounds, now ever ma won so what dimwa. AD Auto Car Rentals and ye come on 171 pay. You can always give them a call 0244 063 391 0244 063 391 and now 0266 439327 0266 439327. One walk Kumasi Airport Runabout, one Ben DVLA and a children's home. When you land at the airport, the first point of call, AD Auto Car Rentals, or first point of call,
AD Auto Car Rentals. Do usi free play mwa ofa phone na wafre AD Auto Car Rentals. No, I can't job malande ewa santimantemu na me pese mo drive me around town. They will give you a good car. They will give you chauffeur driven. Say pen is also I only omudi nkoma. Ombema will stay in Ashanti region. Any baby be a ukobiano. Are comfortable. Drive in a good car. Be comfortable and be insured. AD Auto Car Rentals. Wadaroma. And open common. Yednina bro. Mpacho ye konya kotie His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Ye ba. Ye beto uncommon so free here.
Mr. Speaker, I can say to you with confidence, Ghana is back. Ghana is working again. And Ghana is open for business. The fundamentals are improving and the path to sustained acceleration is very clear to everyone. From the outset, we resolved to choose discipline over waste, reform over excuses, and stability over speculation. As a responsible government, our first order of business was to halt the economic hemorrhaging and restore order to our public finances. We tightened expenditure and commitment controls. We improved payables reporting and conducted a comprehensive audit of 2024 commitments to restore credibility and discipline. Mr. Speaker, these measures have begun to deliver some of the most remarkable economic outcomes in decades. Mr. Speaker, as we approach the celebration of our 69th independence anniversary, we do so not only with pride in our past, but also with renewed hope for our future. We are building prosperity through sound policy, responsible governance, and inclusive growth. We are restoring hope by delivering on our promises and proving that good leadership makes a measurable difference in our people's lives. The Resetting Ghana agenda is working. The Accra Reset is gaining momentum. And together they are laying the foundation for a stronger, more resilient, and more prosperous Ghana. Mr. Speaker, our nation is on the runway. It is in takeoff mode. And you are all advised to fasten your seat belts. Mr. Speaker, the journey continues and the direction is set and the hope is real. Our theme today of building prosperity, restoring hope is not merely aspirational. It reflects the tangible transformation we have delivered for the Ghanaian people. Mr. Speaker, our economy has grown significantly. In 2025, Ghana's GDP is expected to reach $113 billion, an increase from $83 billion at the end of 2024. This has placed Ghana among the top 10 largest economies in Africa. Mr. Speaker, average GDP growth for the first 3 quarters of 2025 is reported at 6.1%. But growth means nothing without discipline. Our primary surplus reached 2.6% of GDP, far exceeding our target of 1.5%. Mr. Speaker, we closed our fiscal deficit at 3.1%, well below the projected 3.8%. Mr. Speaker, this is not prudent governance. It is promise-keeping, and it has benefited households and businesses because we have borrowed less and spent more responsibly. Interest rates have fallen, confidence has returned, private businesses are breathing again. Mr. Speaker.
So, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Alaji, President Mahama say, they have laid a better foundation. The indicators are good. They have not spent recklessly. they have ensured that they did not arrest the dollar, but they injected enough strength into cedi no to be able to fight the other currencies and win. Nti then one na omuna ayi.
And now see what the policies bring. And now the egu policies and shisheye. And what the egu akwemu. And na ye hunu the ye hunu. Yes, no correct. Say macroeconomic indicators no. Emu bebre o improvement aba. So you share the size of the economy. $113 billion. As opposed to 83 billion. But that 83 billion no, at the Ghana cross, so the first time in the history of the Republic of Ghana, 1 trillion, more than 1 trillion cities size of the economy. Let us not forget to say, so over fund around 50 something. I think 53, 54. Size of the economy. $1 billion. Inti on many years say me hand you over more na me expect to say batona me the man wo de be koye chidia ene nanka wo fatasi etwa wo ma afei say wo hwe currency appreciation and so largely ejina ye gold reserve policy no me can na me kase mamundo baumia domestic gold purchase program no I would by June 2021 and aye game changer amagana Kojo Bekai say emra economic crisis no see ye the true after COVID no na ohwe of mine Ghana your reserve base be $9 billion not just that time $9 billion no and what cost 4 months of import cover maybe at the chiro now say if we say you warning but emre kitwe bino because we here be $500 million and now $400 million boso me bia and now they are import crude petroleum products ediaba enti hono kwa one for item bia nka ho hono kwa no dollars no ye say no wa nya bebre ma megumu ebetire no within short time okay enti no na ye biggest challenge no na ye gross international reserves no ye no so kaya ye kipu no mienu baako ye gold reserve and the other side no so ye dollar reserve okay. Today, gold reserve no dey na edda only 8 tons from Nkrumah up to Akufo-Addo no na the first time we came and san June 2021 no the gold domestic gold purchase program until we are titru and this before say gold purchase program no dey na order that yes no order that but domestic gold purchase program dey na ho. If we say the near the dollars no any the German zone near Kwakoto gold no near the Abegu Bank of Ghana. But domestic gold purchase program na die yen hyehyɛ ye use ye Ghana cedi no near the ato gold no sika akɔ no near the Akogu Bank of Ghana. Na sanji share na Kojo move on mine no every 8 tons no to almost 32 tons 31 tons as at the time when MPP hand over ama NDC na sabi previous on adia aba beji obi
to the extent say afei yantimi anko see ye kwakoto petrol ebeka say yenibi. Some countries during the crisis period, Nigeria for example, na kiwa laya ubedi ansa na wanya petrol na yasem ketwa. He said na oni reserves na ebetimi agina ho amano amanetimi ato petroleum products. But at least Ghana was able to avoid it because of the domestic gold purchase program. Gold no what it is $1 no. The only instance so and say the only difference is say ubeton gold no na we dey $dollars no. That the idea. But you know eboa. Domestic gold purchase program no so no say you're lucky. The about we so as I lucky more.
Okay.
Say okay emra na Kufuado pencil no de a Japan mineral royalties policy no eba. Kojo no say satam no na an ounce of gold na around $1,500. So around $1,000 within that time no up to this time. Say gold. So we check here. Many sure say less than $5,200 an ounce. It will jamas. Enti dodo no ayedi igu ho no. Dodo no na yense chipan kese emaye. Another lack about we say nya yenso so ensa ene say IMF any a chance any edi nkomo no. Say wo so be market intervention. Che say dollars ubeton gold nukra wanya na dia bebe wura economy no mu said e bi obi nya dollars o per dollars ne bia obenya na eho ankwa twe dia ene bo no be dey e beba fom what you say sa tabuna no de ato aban dada na okoye no so no so what me accumulate about 21 gold reserves there. Any na SSA easy. Who's not saying abase even domestic bonds no crown. They say conditions no are complete. A buy we bet me a call bond markets BPM. But that door no na it was shut. And conditions no easy. A buy we so buy no but largely Ushas adiasia. Yana in terms of say wo togu no hoden a wo benya no yana e wo fom wahase no ba obeto no pempen so say wo 31 tons egu hode a ene wo ba be fire no wo betimi accumulate more was a hoden na yekese so nema mienu na esie restrictions are na e was say na obetimi di agu mu ama atimi ama osidi na hoɔden ni agina te said President Mahama e kan ya no say you sha on average no a bare $1 billion every month there about wetimi nya the good forex market no. Because the whole of 2025 is over 10 billion. This year, Omaya base 2 billion. So what you say? And any free. Now you know so. Kojo, yes, you shouldn't ye. And a ban where so titru no. Baby and a plan no person digina. About your reserves now. If we say over the 231, upeja muko 37-38 tons of gold reserves. Now within 1 year or 1.5, what ton effect to the extent that gold reserve on about 18 tons. With the idea say dollars now ubenyano. Or investing in other assets. We are not clear. Baby, dollar liquidity no assets are almost investing in. Who here? If we say dollar gold no ankasa no reserves na ewo hɔ a ye no the confidence gidie eba musika no. That's where the confidence come from. And say o turning the gold no so at the bay and dollar reserve on so a ye no so e ma potoka say ma liquidity. Just say who person would be eba market na obetimi di aye wa adwuma. Obetimi di agum amana ye. Now, what is the policy of government? Nititru ne say, na say we be changing domestic gold purchase program no. Aye no accelerated gold reserves nema. Mentiasie.
Which one? That
Nancy also want to
stabilize the economy. No, na one tias.
I'm talking about
almost fast stabilize the economy.
Economy instability, no. Currency instability, no. So economy or variables be brave. Currency instability, whom common a minute, and in particular, gold reserves, no. But what you say? Because that is where the stability is coming from. Tina mi buza say policy bang now there bar. Ama uhunu die uhunu.
So
but what you say?
From your
and I say policy
lack any inherited
policy
arrangements.
Yes.
And ama government we baby our one.
A key.
And you no one I
so no what one no I say. One no emomo a ton gold no. Tell you domestic gold purchase program ema gold. But our gold no enka a gold reserves and what building reserves no more. But what you say? Name otombi na ama dollars no. Na sa dollars no so obi hwehwe bia what me anya bi dia gu market no o kai say ye no kra no aba we ye dik o shase no onye ntumo. Governor of Central Bank because say there is no market intervention. President Muhammad Bekar said there is no market intervention. Finance Minister Atufos Bekar said there is no market intervention. May you assure say we a seasonal journalist, you agree with me. So be deny. So nanya IMF no okrom ha ana ode na no atum a anka o ma anya atum. But that is precisely the na yede na cost. Sa hodin na unya ya di begum no na gold purchase program, domestic gold purchase program. And that is how hodin na buy. So what I say. And I say no. Wabai launching accelerated gold. No. Projection is that a person will accumulating more gold reserves. Some time no, dear ne buhona. Oton ya about 18 tons no. Such time oton ya na around say $5,000 an ounce. What I say? They say no 5,200. It is a Kenya no wa and Casamre no on to being count by the crama value no more. And Tina make us say abano and come very clear. One say ratio bang and our person would ye reserves accumulation. 50% gold, 50% of friend is saying dollar. If you say Machro say gold reserves no give confidence for your currency and for your economy. The higher the better, the confidence. Now dollar reserve no so amount dollar liquidity. Ultimate the dollar ni chow said the upesa ultimate chow ho bia. But yenye very clear as a matter of policy.
Okay.
Say ebia ye keep no 50-50.
Mezamwa.
And now say yenye ne sa.
Okay.
Na o ton airful sa time no. Ye boy aniti apeja. Afena wo se wo san kwakotobi na afi de wo sa de build reserves no.
So government should come clear on its policy.
Very clear on the policy because it will affect what you say.
He's also into business. He'll be able to give us another dimension.
Business point of view. Whereas let me conclude on this. Naminia Abem. Say there are consequences of action. No?
Which of the actions?
But there's a 12 billion under Iram Hama Epenswa. Yedi Sidina Huadeno Apija. That dollar na Huadena Akofom. No. The consequence is that Yebema imports are cheaper and hurriedly available. That's what I say. Now, all launch you or my OC edumenim. Enti upesoshe na domestic productivity no upesayede ekosoro. Now, the cheaper dollar will require say amniema amanfo di gufra manone eba no. Ene di amanfo e produce no oman mu no. Ye no no mbayefo. Anase ayefo, nyese bayefo. Ayefo.
Jude, my mama is amrem because
that's what you say.
Business, he would help us.
So
that
is the conclusion na am I dangerous Ghana for better by my MPP no. It's very dangerous because anyone no kwa na aka say same way say MP na wo da na kwesi akwa zo anwan. Once what can be say tie no
kwesi akwa
za no do. Oso mo ba o me raise dollar, me ma dollar na koso. Be ma export be ma dollar na koso. We was confident in saying that.
I have not said that. And he's not here.
They all can any na all can. Remember say o mo ba bi mu a. Na me fa sa ama. O mo ba bi mu a. O mo be sell o man no crowd because the be of the dollar back to me as a businessman. Minim dollar no e cost no bonia e di o man we. Because o man we nye dollar no enye enema consumables nko na de kraba. Equipment nyina ya de dollar de kraba.
Of course.
Do cry equipment ba. Na say so nya sa experience no bi nya eni bia. Wa cry equipment ya ba bia equipment bia $1 million or equipment $2.4 million. What about be dressy? Month bia utia $20,000. Utia uguso utia satan na dollar na ba 4.5 5.2. Utia dru ha no utia. Within a short time, do 11. No, I feel to meet you. I don't say my best equipment. I never court. And many of the businesses they suffered because of Saudi, we say. And the Minister Bibi can say dollar, you know, above from the amount export.
There will be more import.
There will be more import. Now, cement, acting number for me, and figure behind the bar for me. Because raw material you use for cement, about 80% they imported. A clinker. I had said that at Ghana, you know, baby, I want your clinker, a valuable. I was in my area home. But the honor, Manson, 7 million breed, will be an venture. Yakan in our quality, for Dolomite, no doors, the rear, you know, being a calcium carbonate. And Womaka never had the basement. I don't think that I'm called Namasman the port in about for me. I said, yeah. Because that $100 was 17 million. Cement could do 140 million those things. I don't see a kind, you know, I share from the different the business point of view. You share the political aspect. Because political aspect here. There are certain countries here, Omo city and as Omo currency no. From but they are exporting. They are exporting in any way. And now say unya equipment there cheaper. Now say we cheaper. Now unya interest rate there from ha. Now unya economic environment there good there. Production now we so now we 30 tons so. We bet increasing to 50 tons. About offset you know difference now as dollar in the about it will offset it. And that is the reality. And in the whole day, one more cancer, until I'm saying PPD, never again is one papa because Oma Guineans won't buy $1 dollar. Genuinely, the first one. Second one, Efa, we are not a okay because not dying me, our bomb so. If you're rough on me, and now, Umuma inherited. Back home. Who is here is a very nice guy. But the last time she am called no lawyer back. They are back no grab. But if you come, and Edijan, Brande Bar, Nana Papa, we are Dijan. Or Tom Fienda Bontin, we are no lawyer bag. And we are talking about discipline, physical discipline, and let me what amount of money in tea. NDC, but they have been prudent in their physical discipline. Amma and your masters. Some environment ya near Kenya, no, I don't know. MPP and museum family, no more can was. Environment good near any good look, Madada. A yasas and now dada. The beer, dear any crumese. I don't know, dear, anyway, because then you be as a ball minor for their personal interest. Ubiaba or Yadian to benefit the entire nation. I'm a swab for Swama now. We need to applaud the person. We are macro economy bien was a macroeconomic environment, echo wayward. A bit imagine mass. Muja dollar at a rate ya 19, we were not depreciated by because not just depreciated by 19.1%.
At the time they were living, they were around 14.5%.
You can't depreciation, no?
Okay.
Percentage. It's not just a higher level, no, Namoda, Abezi. It will be at the fact, or the across zero line, about do 40%. It will cut 19.1 plus 40.8 and 59.9%. It will be so much my pay dollar could do that. Don't know what in a 59.9, not 40%.
The attribution from the MPP and they say a foundation
foundation bang foundation grow gold woman can so go for oil when you say and this MPP time go a short oil kuba go short no munya fuel not there was no fuel from where now go for oil yeah then we short to I don't know be buy at the end you know at the end of the year, I'm okay. Sir, a year ago can say gold. They started to gold diplomacy. If you say since 18 something, over 100 years. We have not been kind to ourselves. Say near we gold. Now there be a getting in Anzi and Sankoto. MPP time, do you say it is gold, it may streamline through a year. You bet me in your country, you bet my fall line more. You go to air outside. Dear Memsi, I will tell you. Yet, the young woman answer a month for the gold. Now, a plane, CC, airport, almost smuggle gold at the car.
That's serious. Almost smuggle gold.
Now, gold, who you are. What can I say? You won't go to buy, you go to say Naba. President can give them gold, you buy a put your more council. Would the only say the gold be 110 tons in alcohol? One must say the money about a couple of 50 tons. Well, if you are buying a cocoa drone, if I hand a coin, now buying the cream, say, well, who's here to go? Well, who be found? It is how this reckless governance on by a ya, only a bedroom baby a drone. Some of us who were in the industry, we suffered a lot. We be reading what I say. This idea, be our no opportunity to be an whole year. We saw businesses suffered this country. Businesses suffer. It is Obia Bano Yadian, Balana Abafom. To say, who you are, you can think ahead. And Emma bore a bafom. We must want to say we be a bafom. Alleging it, we are alleging to put down legend. 2024, Ramadan, what to sugar say? And then Ramadan, what to sugar say? A bag. Sugar reduces drastically. And yes, sugar chrono idea. And never be crummy free banwa. Young comes at 45 for noir. A then and Nadia comes at 45 and now to one bag over 850 at over 2,000. An ultimate between 400 to 500. Would be the policies Papa go and Mintina, a home benefit in the account. Nankamu holds $1 and I drew 21 and Gabutu Sugas. And the Antini may be as in a more because of mine anymore. It helps all of us. But you go and say a woman picking one aspect back of it. In a way, no more can I say. The generality, the nation is on its right foot. President say, you take you of Rubia and you're fasting seatbelt. A deep message power. Seatbelt, you're from money penny. Rubia Bondi. And the young here two of them to say, your best what you say, Ubi Uncle come on 1 year, baby. Now, yen I see benefit from Ecoso. But what now I says you now say a rabbit here would be a over town. Then will be Uncle come, will be on city up. Now Uncle come 1 year, baby, as on individual basis. Yen I didn't call congregate at a point for the benefit of all of us. It is in dear. Yeah, you should be afraid the president. I will need to applaud him. Not that but the credit that Yanka.
Alaji can say, policy kura, omudi ye juma. Do you see a policy?
Policy you want I don't know juma. So who do you mean more policy you didn't and because buy not gold. Gold was now 31 tons. Na cities dollars are not say. Na import cover me say. It was about less than 9 million. That could have been another how. They say I'm also raising. I do 13.1 billion. And they are raising import cover to 5.7 months. Planning to take it to 15 months. They will be a room. Say that the next 15 months the PS we have something. If I were here, they will buy 1 year, you will 8 years. Who can hold 5.7? Obi the abedu a new 5.7, will never obey 1.5. Obi the abedu 5.7. We move out for 15 months. What's in your policy? Then a policy. Another policy, the young can say, he weighs a new near the tour, near the policy. Or brad, the so cost. So share a year, best more top gold. Continues a good gold, you don't need to. What I say. But then you have a best let the president. And they say, Auto gold no, as they say no, as a ma ne what dinner, not or de air con galam say no. You're not in a form kakra.
Okay.
You're not a form kakra. Because when you gold nephew, when you cry, we see a big bizarre say. Now gold be almost turn away. Maybe everybody they don't care. You know, I'm sure you are. You've been years carrying now by assassin. I hold it very serious. The demi solution me mirror Alan Martin on his the Abba. Eddie home command say. Galam say no, we need to ban it, restore the land, and then support the right ones now. At least now mine in American ones. And then the gold no, gold still. Major miners, no big ones, they are still mining. Science, gold now. Artisanal miners near about 90%. The big ones will be about 10%. It's simple. We can ban this, restore our land, and then deal with the major ones. Sit them down, talk to them, give them incentives, let them route their gold through your system. Your gold is no more to you. You can't see a Jaffa. We move through the system like the gold bond. Na yentimin top free money as you on fast. Na yamu incentives. Yes, gold na everything in our Sabaka. Yen Sabaka, Yassas, a bit more protected. We have a very sound environment to live in, and we have our money.
For you, a businessman, yes. You are ready to fasten your seatbelt. O business line no a year, and near my okay.
I'm telling you for a fact, say, me matiti me never will. Yes, because scan up the crack any them the year. That's what. What's the point? They say, but you know, I say, what do you need the money for? You need to because anybody be a hard or money to them. They still have the speculative. You say, I'm free ya. At the end, because of the occasional say at the end of Kosura or Boka. By a hard for 1 month, 1 year, 13 months. If it's a maybe you see, say, at the end of form. Inflation, a decline is I believe 3.8. Oh, share you see the year. It must stabilize for about 1 year. Oh, share say the way almost see a Yama almost talk a dollar no back see the not yes a B so a back a dollar no and yet my raising import cover no akwa any money. A child say there's hope for the nation for the next 4 or 5 years. No, the stability is going to remain. nti no enya ibiem because ade bia no se nipa no ntene ho ase ana onhu na nsu ya ena mre bia na ma o ma ye kakra for instance ye tia zi ye so it is gugugu abodina nsu amuna na nsu bomu a se amuna na emuna ye se wonto mpunu ma ba akoto speculation no but when him say nsu obeto ibi kura so ana ento it is nsu no so ahwa na se nto ebomu a window no remna down and the woman more speculation about it meaning who say anything is going to happen any days but at least omo gonna say at the end say na enye ma no family campaign other than that I don't see it that way je nyina ya mwa ma at the end koso baby anya ne be ka ho ase and I still believe say president enva galamsey no de ne no nya adwene ye ma ya ninkoso na ye ntuase na mwa ma oman na nsase ni bibia e ho toye by using the method I can say to go no fi main you know na ye from year to me within 2 years ye tinga sati bibia wie na say minus no more right licenses ni no more ye adwuma etima ma equipment o ba ye nyema en sensors ni bi mi monitor so ye no boys say bi jansa because we are getting good from there.
The regional chairman for United Party, Mr. Joseph Amuana Nope Yanino Edin Komo Alaji Ishak Chebrobe Ewaha Yanino Edin Komo AD Auto Car Rentals Adaroma and Edin Komo Ebro. If you need a ride that matches your vibe, now unim say AD Auto Car Rentals. Say Ubedra Santimantemu na o peka business. Na o yado ko yado ba baby a obedu bia no as say nipa no hu said ya wote na se yebe hu said ya wote na umuduro no aba AD Auto Car Rentals wadaroma na no pay yade nkomo ni nyina ebre wo akira kwan won wo Kumasi Airport runabout wo ben DVL any children's home so unya bedu airport a fre AD Auto Car Rentals na ka kira om say waba Kumasi na opese unya the feel and comfort of their ride. One bema car ni bi. Now so o de ayo rounds. Now be free room ha o be kono. Adansi ebeba na sika nso ebeba onsem. AD Auto Car Rentals 0244 063 391 and 0266 439327. If you want to be somebody, AD Auto Car Rentals and it is a one more enante. Alaji Mr. Amu ni say more criticism no based on a solid ground. If you say the usual party politics ana mo pesa moye.
But you know say me no wesan ya check.
No correct.
Say a bank o mo twetwe e fa ba bia e ho titiw na minim de e wa. Amanya sam kofo. Menkasa menya majafo. Ese mama nwasem ekofom. Enkomo ye odi ye. Wasa ka tsama dia chechire no. Sa ubusa ne se me say policy no say policy no say announce nkwa na ye policy. That's number 1. Number 2. Ono anse se de ekosi dia on penny say galam say kosoro. Bacho what I say.
It means I'm telling you.
Me pacho. Me can say import driven no because of your currency no. Man can say obi import niema hot charges eba from wa enye. Man san can say so obi import machines. Enye. 2 days ago, akora me cha de our friend is saying on your obwasibites. Yeah. But share the personal experience with it. Still, it's in respect of machinery. If you dear or cra eba, nebo, but what you say, $1 eba from a man. But say ye di o mine coma. Ye am fan of ya. She said, okay, no. Begitum. That's what was a custom that you know.
But for the business community, almost 7 say, do they care how government is injecting gold or dollar? The business is good and they should be fine.
Which of the business community is speaking. And as a business community, no, a warm one don't know a business community.
But which of the groups are worried?
But that's why I'm saying you need to balance the conversation. Because I'm mind I want you. Okay? Kojo, the level of rice imports and the price of imported rice, say, is killing the rice industry. Local rice industry, yes. What do you search? What is even common offers a bro, wouldn't say a crack. Yes, and what is happening to Obia, what do a bro, a woman Ghana?
So they will feed the local market.
I want to make it, but or compete with the year import to a bad for. And a maya year didn't near money free or air ban. A human who press a wood creating a woman. What they must have of mining crop for. If the air cost Kasia na ye import rice them back Kasia no ne rice where they all donimu no processes our rice na e wo ho akasia mu because over the fat about women.
But is it not in that same direction?
Yeah.
And the oye into local production, no? And yema ohia to say mfidie ni ade a ode beba to enter into the field, no? And also eba form.
You know na make is untumi ne obi a ono no interest 0.21%. And no wa wo gene say around be say 18%, 20% no. Mo be yepe. Enti nkomo na ye die no, kwadwo die ye kan say se usum kode body ano ayede usum kwadu wonnim da ekombe den ebeba se me disa nkomo we ya sebi mpraduasa esese wodi ani die ni ahobrase eti na sopam na ye nkomo na ye twetwe no ye mfe ye ni nhwe etoa baakum because wodi wani hwe toa baak wodi wani baaku hwe toa ma baaku so ye den ebo that is exactly what we are saying. Enti say ye criticize obi enkoma wadia. And I say you're very careful. Say, oh, our box no did not to corner. That is not what I said.
What's in Asia?
Me pacho. If you say, oh, can dollar reserve no near you know. And the other no yano. Now feed you woody, galamzi, and a betacho. Because consequences no so back if you go.
Which is I'm speaking the truth.
I was also speaking the truth. You ought not to have criticized me. That's the point I'm making.
I'm not criticizing you.
You have
not criticized you as a person.
One by one. One by one. Yeah, me know that here.
I was going to be global.
See,
criticize you.
See, Catremano so every into Catremano so again. I'm pro.
As I can,
you criticize me. You criticize me for looking at the other side of the coin. And I'm so understand why you're wrong. If you say, who's who crowd can be in the Abuadian, who's watching the other side of the coin?
Or see, he's giving a caution to government. But as a more criticism,
that's also
outright.
Right. Or maybe you say the word caution into the office and your criticism. Massive criticism. If you say, and Kwadaya, ye pesika. Yes, I cool.
And man, caution,
yes.
As you before,
yes, I cool. Obia ni wa or the program eco mining sector in terms of the manifesto. I am powerful. Dr. Munuba, as a matter of fact, Samson Ladi and Yenini. SA. Who Nientia Yura Mahama or adopt to sa mining sector reforms, no. But what you say? And men because in terms of superiority of ideas, any plan I that one quite person if they tackle galamsey menace and yes I said you gold at the same time. You should consult Mahmoud Bawumia's manifesto for 2024.
They disagree.
Again, again. I will say the same thing about party ni mienu na party ni mienu so party ya yera lanchamati ya politics no ntimi ye because when you see what ayawa so east no baba jama kikau regardless say ye Jubilee House tower be a true and tower be a true one so ya bema what yes when you national chairman ejina na chi general secretary ejina na chi pepa pepa. Fine, or the mamma to form. Then again, was at TSBM. Yanusu kikau. Alanchamatin to me, yeah. You can. I'm being serious. 2007. 2007. 1 year Kufuado. Kick out. Satan more the helicopter and the campaign. Helicopter near Alanchamatin. Or the campaign. Miss Soon, yes, so. Satan Mukashi, a flossy ya. So, she when Yanuni money din Alancasha. See a Ghana politics. One more this Kasembe Rema Rababa Jamano Esiano, Ayawasu Easter. Yeah, Faho Tabona, as I say, so one as the book, or no party leader, Yura Lanchamatin. Well, leave a bad legacy for Ghana politics.
Now,
yes. Sikapa yadiwa elections mu.
Na Kronos.
Kojo, my reference. Satan we NDC for peso. Na ye bentwa. Kojo, bentwa no mo chiche. Wanche bentwa, no wache de. No wache matches. Any sa name. Kojo me waka zambwa. Ye wura lancha matin wo inject cash. If na like cash. The next election, Kojo say na cash no na ye. Obi na boa. Afedi papa na adwudwe. Afei wasi you know MPP no wa free mu ye so ko tie wesa iba nanka kan fa ho ba ko tie wesa BJ da Rocha Yusuma Alanchamatia
okay say Kavindi
wasi Alanchamatia ye lose cannon and that we shouldn't admit him back to the new patriotic party.
Say economy.
It's economy na somebody here. If he said, I said, Miss no fire no echo Iran. Iran said his leader, now can was a mini transformational plan. Cannot lead if we say when near what dear would be compete in terms of competitive elections. Forget about that man. What you say? I say, what about me? Kick out. Or really, was my free. You do you think Sandy Power will be a contest the elections? Ghana. Election Ghana there. Kick out no. What we are here. I like to be 20 years. What you say? And now all 38%. And now correcting. Say it's even over 41%. And the issue is that Alanchamatin say Cheddar ebenya over 80,000 votes. Fresh politician. And president. And Alanchamatin 31,000. And go yeti ye badness ye din koma kwajo. Ye focus ni ye din koma no man fire Alanchamatin plan ye den. E mama me bu.
O say who said tia odi omo eba sebinim when ye ka NDC.
Oh no asa me kan na nka bibia onu ana ye agowo no a o kan nzem na MPP the other can was MPP on. It is Timaka Waludu Yaguso. Nesi a CFO bepon so na back here. Na actively na breaking and I'll break your mind. Tan na is did okay can you that's where this way. MPP Timaka Waludu ya. Nesi bepon so I feel break. Tan MPP na edi o betra amne bia njo be o meko bia no say ade bia o beka bia na apike ahete ti as declining na you know so da bia they declining what does it nti say the okay kan nyina etza akola wa toilet agu paper so na so ompeja ha na hati so ha na hati tanu bi binati di nya nwa nya okay kan
any credible leader also offer transformational plan.
Any movement be on make bia.
Who the credible leader also offer transformational plan?
Oh, can't credible MPP. Say o pe party from mu MPP. From no pa.
And Alanchamatin wo bobi pa.
Nka mo chi no.
Obi why MPP from no one. And Alanchamatin bobi pa.
One a personal public.
Oh, bobi pa 4 pesos.
Public
from 2000 from the year 2001 to 2000 to 2009 Krono be opa and I say was about that Kufuado peso and was about Krono 6.5 7 years Krono MPP Krono mo Alanchamatin e confrontation Kojo Busan say cash na no the campaign cash no go
And you know, you're not there, and family cancer, but you are substantive issues. Which is said, they are not make calm, which is very important. We need the environment, and this will be our compromise. It's very important as our environment because that's all that we have. And until now, Lancha Martin policy, no, they back, yeah, of BRS, ban, restore, and support. You have banned for 2 years. You have restore environment in the asylum now. You have support to the artisanal miners now. We okay now, bit my age. You have more equipment here. Your equipment is money here, and environment. A lot because Australia, I mean, a year, they are doing massive artisanal mining, but you don't hear the environment here. We need to get there and make sure, say, we are having it right all the time. And to me, when those things are done, I tell you, say, the nation move on. Now, you have banned no not make us say, and no, say, and this is for sure, gold. A major industry is now almost to gold. You bet me what transfer. You bet my mom incentives. You bet me woman come say, okay, say, dear, one from gold. So, Monon say, a crab in our mother fire. That is now one record. Near yet to me, a fire system, near to me, now up why I'm yet to me. Yeah, you have to gold in Sabaka. Because who honey who said good Ghana for the past NDP time, PMMC, gold in now, fine change. The Baba could be small boy, better say, or no Crawford Nazi, any gold board. A gold board, they say, gold in now, a fat one lie, a fat street, mainstream. And the only gold there, your tosses was the Yabi, a super fast one, goes gold on Ghana, I see. Say, and to me, Yasun Faswana, any higher. To me, that's one of the important things here. As you know, and this MPP, the only amount of work can say was a cassa, and then the dollar is a dollar is it. I just say, we are dangerous and you pass all the back power. Umba save, they are Roma save that they have the history of destructive. They are destructive party. They can destroy anything and talk and go. What do you call parliament here now? What is say, my professor, one solution to your program that? Criticism not to. No action talk only over the That's not to. In the MPP, they are out. You don't have to entertain them anywhere in the Ghanaians politics.
Messages.
Okay.
Messages.
Offer messages kakra. Ahanom na yemfama iti for ne ahefo we on Facebook we free Joseph Saki or say you people should understand that NDC people are seriously working. Cocoa price in La Côte d'Ivoire are now down, and you cannot compare to Ghana price. John Dramani Mahama is working, and I will give my daughter to him for him to marry her. And also so Etimi Ediaba. Bridget and so say good morning, please. Are you guys in Accra? There be your Kumasi Hanum na Yidin Komo. Tiflos, I'm here, Junior. Or say Project Jenfi is a fine gentleman, and I love him very, very, very man. Atoki, Skyman, Airbender, Lamarck. Or say, what's the benefit of keeping good when Ghanaians are suffering? No wonder when fuel was 22 per liter, Ghana cedis, they choose to dig hole to build a cathedral. Within Koma, Atoki, Skyman, Airbender, and so Edeba, Facebook, my mentor, so na making kind, Enfa, Emmamu, Wayfree, Nanama, Ejapoma, was a morning blessings, Mr. Marfo, and Fache Daybreak team. And also so, Etimi, Ede, Abba, Nanama, Ejapoma, no answer say information, Ewo, we are CEO, and a Wetimi, Ede, Abba, Ewa Hanuma, mentor, so na making kind, Enfa, Emmamu, Wayfree, Eje, Jomo, Mercy. Also saying, Mamin can inform or say, now the Fache Daybreak team is doing wonders. This is a top class morning show, and Mr. Marfo is always on the driving seat, driving it very hard. His pundits are also intellectuals, and I'm seated with my popcorn enjoying intellectual discussions. And also so etimi Eddie Abba. Wayfree Benji in Fences area. I say congratulations to Baba Jama for winning massively. Some people claims Ayawasu East is NDC city. That is why. But we want to tell them that Ghanaians still loves NDC. They should put in their mind that not everything is possible. It is only the cocoa issues that has come to disturb us more, and they have got mouth of late to talk. We are hoping it shall come to pass. Greetings to Honorable Wisdom Osei Buama MC Ashoma in Wabija and on also etimi ediaba.
Yes, kaka ibitimi akan ama wa no pay eno no abusuafo sima baako na ye mfa
Amwa. The conversation on PMMC is correct. As a matter of fact, after the launch of domestic gold purchase program, no, PMMC records on Konkoshe, it was a massive improvement, even under PMMC, and even got better under Gold Board. You know, PMMC no krane or no. After domestic gold purchase program, na omo a united a picture. That's number one. Number two, Mr. Roa.
And a minute.
And they say, when you are talking about prudent financial management, discipline, when you miss your revenue target, and your prudent financial management.
Okay.
The NDC missed 50 billion CD target 2025 in terms of the revenue and all person that's not prudent.
That's not prudent management, Ms. Amwa.
And then the children say fiscal discipline using the little that we have to achieve results. That's what is important. Yes, can be bria onyano. Kakra na awon e and wetin dia ye am na achieve results.
All right. Yeah, that's it. Abusiafo, enuanom a wodi wan woda anopai yema won awoda pa. It's a happy birthday going out to you, Osa. Anopai abusianu nyina de enase emerade fise or the afe baako aka umfie ho. Lots of love and cheers all the way to Reading, our United Kingdom. It's also your birthday, Nana Nkoswo, or London. It's from your sister Florence of Oyerepa TV and radio. For all of you celebrating your day,